We're not allowed to start these without rocking out to the opening music first. Also, I don't know what's going on, but my VTuber thing keeps on, like, briefly not reading the webcam. Just a second to see if I can resolve this.
Keeps doing the objection pose. I don't know why.
Like it gets disconnected from the webcam randomly or something. Okay, I think I fixed it. Yeah. Boop. Back. Alright. Let's finish up this case.
I don't know if it'll let us do that this quickly, but alright.
I mean, we're starting the we're starting the first testimony of the second trial, so we're in the last stretch. Probably do it.
That fucking necklace on him has got to be heavy.
It's probably like plastic or something. Okay, so this is the first time this is being read. Right.
He says that word of Mr. Latous's death came as a great shock. But if the killing truly followed the lyrics of my song, I, that is, he, could not have done it. He says that because the lyrics are in English, he does not understand them.
That's it? That's it, really? Alright.
It's
definitely...
It's a little flimsy, but also I feel like everyone can agree at this point that, like, the killer had to have been following the lyrics of the song. There's no way all this stuff was coincidental.
He wouldn't have understood the English lyrics to the song. I would prevent him from following them so closely.
I wonder what he meant by proof. Why, he would only have to ask the Miroir to know the meaning of that song.
The Miroir? Did you ever explain the lyrics of that song to him?
I did tell him generally what the song was about, but never in so much detail, and he never asked. Has my oft-repeated warning already fled that forehead? The Miroir might be protecting the witness.
Anyway, let us see with the cross-examination. Mr. Justice, if you would. Yes, Your Honor. Alright. It's hidden in that testimony, I know it. I have to trust my bracelet to tell me where. Worked yesterday, it'll work today.
Alright.
Alright, let's see.
I think I imagine it's going to be, here, probably. I feel like we're gonna figure something out about, like, he does know some English or something.
That is, like, he can read it, but he can't speak it.
Let's try. Oh!
Oh.
You saw that?
Yep. He got shifty eyes.
It's a little weird because he got them when it says they're in English.
Gotcha!
Maki. You can't fool my eyes, or the drug dimension. No, not the drug dimension. You glanced toward her the very moment the Miroir said the word English. Why? And don't bother interpreting that, he understands me. Maki, tell the truth. You can understand English, can't you?
What are you saying? Of course he can't. Scissors, tree, shrugging man, ambipom, question mark, key, Hadouken. Bunny, eyeball, leaf, bowing, leaf, or tree, sorry, key, exclamation point? I don't think I've seen that one before.
Key, goat, tree, bug, scissors, arrow, exclamation point, bean man, leaf, tree, goat, devil, Hadouken, bow. Must he continue the charade? This bit makes the 8 lines take forever.
Mr. Justice, Maki says this. I know the word English.
Huh?
Before coming to this country, he heard me speaking English. He learned the name for this language, that is all.
Yeah, give me a break.
Is that such an unusual word to understand? Do you not know Espanol, for instance?
I mean, yeah, but cultural osmosis.
I am sorry, but he truly does not understand your language.
Was this a red herring? Well, then explain this. How does he know the crime followed the lyrics?
Have you always been such a suspicious-minded lad? It is simple. So simple it hardly requires an explanation. He read about it in the newspaper. There we go. Because they said earlier, because they're going to say something like, oh, he read about it in the Borginian newspaper. Earlier it was said that the Borginian newspaper didn't mention that part because they didn't deem it necessary.
Yep. No one wants random trivia about the local murders. The newspaper.
The Borginian Daily Bugle. You can buy it in this country these days, you know. They have already begun.
For some reason.
They have already begun to report about this case in our homeland.
I was wrong.
What is wrong, Mr. Justice? Your eyes, they are quite fierce all of a sudden.
Maki is lying.
Why does
laser eyes.
Why does every case always have an instance of like
perjury?
Not purge. Well, that too, but like I was more thinking all right, my witness has come up and given their alibi, and I have to prove their alibi wrong.
I have to prove that my witness is full of shit. Maybe it's time to show them proof that he's lying.
It doesn't mention the lyrics of Lemiroir's ballad.
I like how that's literally all the description says. I have here Borginian newspaper. The Borginian Daily Bugle, as a matter of fact. Or the BDB.
I want pictures of Spider-Man. Borginian Spider-Man.
Indeed, there is a feature article about the case. Could you read this for me, Maki?
Heart attack!
No having a heart attack. No, none of that. That's right. You can't overdose on my eye drugs. They're non-toxic.
No!
Also, the newspaper doesn't mention the lyrics.
What? What is this all about?
I'm sorry, Maki. You couldn't have read about the lyrics in a Borginian newspaper! That needed 3 exclamation points, apparently. Yeah, I'm not reading that.
There was a lot of exclamation
There were
points.
like 8 exclamation points. What does this mean?
But I don't see how it's possible. I know. He must have heard the lyrics when the police were doing their questioning. Yes.
Not possible! The subject of the lyrics was not brought up in police questioning. I read the full report myself.
So the lyrics weren't in the newspaper, and the police didn't mention them. The only place you could have heard them is in this courtroom. There we go. I was waiting for it to catch up. In English, no less. The witness will explain to himself.
Maki he says,
Yes?
it is true I read the newspaper, but this is not where I learned of the lyrics. I was mistaken. Now I remember. Those 3 words every fucking time.
You know what? I'm gonna get my chair here. All right. You remember? We stand up dramatically.
He says he heard of the lyrics from me.
What? I don't like that face where it looks like his lip just like went limp.
It's very Dan Hibiki-esque, I'm pretty sure I said.
Just true, Le Miroir.
Yes, I'm afraid I had forgotten it myself.
Okay, there's some corroborating going on.
Then it looks like Herbert Forehead's been jumping to conclusions again.
Oh, bullshit. Seems so, yes. Clearly he is dumb, and they're not just making things up. But they are, though. I was on to something. I know it. I can't let this chance slip away. Time is an issue today, Mr. Justice. Are you finished with the cross-examination?
What are you going to do, Apollo?
If I'm going to keep on cross-examining, I better have an angle of attack. Or else! Bracelet's still ranting. Does he have another tell? Your Honor? Please allow me to continue. If you must, you must. Very well. Witness says it's whatever.
I understand.
Lying? What the hell is that? No one would lie in court. Check out her hands.
Can't go that low.
I said hands.
I tried, okay? Oh, there we go. Nope, I really can't go that low.
Clearly her tail is in her boobs. She seems pretty sad. Try him.
What was her tell Did she have a tell last time? I'm pretty sure she did. Was it like her swallowing? Yes!
Oh, yep, there it is.
Gotcha! Keep forgetting I have to hit it again.
Now you are the subject of my drug eyes. Le Miroir, you are now under my spell. I am currently cross-examining Maki. Why should you be uncertain?
Me? Uncertain?
Yeah, you swallowed the very moment you told the court. It was I who explained.
I see there is little point in trying to hide anything from you.
Le Miroir, are you indeed protecting someone?
That is not a question with a simple answer.
So yes.
To tell the truth, I do not believe it myself.
Then allow me to answer for you. Le Miroir, you're protecting.
I mean, it's Maki, right?
I assume so. She doesn't give a shit about anyone else.
I mean, not like he really needs protecting at this point.
Take that!
Yeah. Le Miroir, you are protecting Maki. That's why you lied and told us that you had explained how the crime followed the song. I don't fault you for trying to help, but this is not the way. Maki, I believe you didn't do it. Stop lying to me. I trust you. But you've lied to us twice. And now you have Lemirwar lying on your behalf. You're approaching the dangerous territory known as being a little shit.
Like I say, you are approaching the dangerous territory
If
known
this
as...
is going to work, you have to trust V2.
Like I say, you are approaching
What?
the dangerous territory known as staring at Lemirwar's boobs.
Your two lies come for a simple truth. You understand English. You have to. You can scream in English. Sorry. Leave. Witness, is this true? Do you understand English?
Hadouken!
Yes, a little, only. What?
First he could see, now we can talk! And you did not know about this, Lemirwar.
No, I did not. It is quite a surprise.
How many secrets is this witness hiding? Are they also a girl? I didn't hear a no. This is last.
Bullshit.
Maki, could you tell us what really happened?
Lemirwar was like,
No
"Hey."
shooting.
Lemirwar was like, fuck
I did
this,
no shooting.
I'm leaving now. I don't need to be up here anymore.
So you weren't in the dressing room when I heard those two gunshots, correct? Oh my god. What?
Apparently the answer to that question isn't simple either.
I was in dressing room. Behind desk manager, heat on floor. Which would be after the shooting, right? Then there is voice.
Voice? Or voices? Was it you and Emma, Apollo?
So when Maki went into the dressing room, Mr. Latouche had already been shot. And when we came to the door... Handle high up. I take off. Run away, run away. So it was you who escaped through the air vents. As if we didn't already suspect that.
As the prosecution is upheld all along, no less. Clavir just coming in like, I knew that, by the way. By the way,
it
I
was
did...
one of the first things they presented.
I said that, by the way. Give me credit. I crave affection. The defendant is admitted to being at the scene. Might we take this as a confession?
No! He's clearly denied that he did it. I know shooting. Manager on floor. Already on floor.
The victim had already been shot, you say? I find that hard to believe. The defendant understood the song lyrics. He was at the scene of the crime. This can only mean one thing. He is the shooter. Oh, now you care about pointing out when they're lying.
Does the defendant have anything to say to this?
He's clammed up, Apollo.
Let's ask Mr. Justice. Will you require any further testimony from the witness? Is that it? Is there nothing else I can get him to testify about? Wait, no, of course there is. Drugs.
Here. Smuggler? Ambipom. Hadouken.
It's a cure for surely going to die from this itis. Don't you hate surely going to die from this itis? That cocoon has to have something to do with this. Maki, please tell us the truth for your own sake. No, no more speak. Not to any of you.
I want a lawyer. I am your lawyer. So much for your precious trust, Herbert Forehead.
You were the one who didn't believe him.
Regardless,
And,
this
like,
brings us to an
intimidated him.
impasse. Huh?
And intimidated him. Does see the defense of the defendant are at odds. I doubt we are likely to learn anything more of value should this continue. I imagine at this point he's clearing up because it's like, if I literally tell you anything else, I will be put to death.
Yeah.
I see no other course but to declare guilty. I mean, a 5-minute recess. Sorry, my card was flipped. The defense will work things out with the defendant so that we might proceed. Starts beating the shit out of him. Answer the fucking question. Can I have more of those? No. Apollo Eustace. It's justice. Gotta learn how to say it if you ever want to get some. Believe. I know shooting. See, my thing is this. If his grammar is like this kind of rough, how would he get, like, follow song lyrics, which are generally, I guess those are also sentence fragments most of the time.
Also, this is him figuring out what to say, like, at a moment's notice. He had time to read over the lyrics.
I guess. Alright, Maki claims Mr. Latouche was already down on the ground when he entered the room.
Maybe it was a trap and he walked right into it.
Suddenly, I hear a revolver. Close, very close. Then I hear voice. You heard gunshots. Yes, it's true. I hear a revolver. But only sound. Wait, you're saying you went into the dressing room and found Mr. Latouche already dead, and then you heard shots?
Must have been lag.
It's all covered together. Discord does like to lag for some reason whenever we're playing this game. That's true.
So, you were at the scene of the crime when you heard those shots?
And you escaped through the vent. I know.
I was there, stupid.
I get the reference.
What do you know?
I know if I opening vent, I can leave stage and back stage. So the vents went to both the stage and the backstage area. Is that what he means?
Hey, he's right! Look, Apollo!
Huh, yeah. How did you know it was connected like that?
Wait, I bet his father was the architect that designed the hall or something.
I would say I don't think we have that level of coincidence. I hear this from Magician. Magician?
Don't look
Flashback.
at me! I literally knew that exact line was coming.
Magician, huh?
Well, at least we're clear on one thing. Maki didn't shoot Mr. Latouche.
Yeah, but what does that leave us with? We're supposed to say he went to the room to find the body, and then he heard the shots. That one's gonna go over well in court. Not.
Apollo, you're his defense. You're supposed to believe whatever he says, even lies. That's what Daddy always told me.
If I did that, he would still be in jail. Literally, he has been lying to us, and if I didn't disbelieve him, he would be in jail. Anyway, I'm just gonna pretend you misheard him every time. So, what do we do?
You're sure you won't testify, Maki?
No talking. No.
Well, it's worth a shot.
That cocoon.
Can't go home. Hadouken! I will be killed.
Of course, he's scared. Oh well, guess we'll just have to try a different approach. Talk or die.
That's the spirit, Apollo. So, what's your plan?
If Monkey won't testify about it, we'll have to get someone else to testify.
Someone else?
I think we're out of time. Let's go back in there.
I thought he was gonna say something like, well, I guess we'll have to try a different approach. We'll send you back to Virginia.
That's what I thought he was going to do. He's like, I guess we'll just have to send you back.
Right.
Just straight up threatening someone with death. Court is now back in session. I noticed. Don't you sass me. Mr. Justice, have you sorted out things with your defendant? Yes, Your Honor. I gave him a cookie. We had a good talk.
I could use
The cookie of justice. A timed tactic well told. Very well. So, will he testify? Your Honor, the defendant will not testify. Then take the cookie. He ate it already before he told me his answer. Clever boy.
Clever enough for murder!
What?
Murder! Shame! And here I thought this was your big chance to turn the case around!
Quiet, you. Actually, it is. Defense would like to approach this case from a different angle, Your Honor. A different angle? What, do you want Gavin's seat? Well, I'm willing to try it. I'll do the judging from the witness stand, and they can sit up there in my chair. Oh, this is not comfortable. There's no chair over here. It's just a stand. Oh, it's the witness stand. I get it. Give my chair back. Anyways, if Maki won't testify.
Sometimes it's nice to just lean back and let Rhino go off.
I don't know. I was just having fun there.
No, I know.
And I know who will. Bailiff, get a chair for the witnesses. No wonder they're always ordering. Some of them might be violent murderers who use that as a weapon. Damn it. Bolt it to the floor? No, my bash their heads into it. Oh, this is why we can't have nice things. Damn murderers making it worse for the rest of us. I don't know why I have a sense for when you like these.
Probably because you can hear me typing.
Yeah. I would like to cross-examine the witness in this case. Lemire War. Want to cross-examine your mirror? Alright. I mean, Lemire War.
Objection!
No!
What are you up to now? I thought we determined yesterday that the Mirror's testimony was insubstantial. There's nothing you can...
Lemire War was taken to the hospital yesterday with injuries. What happened? Did she get incurable itis? No, just assaulted. Oh, okay. She was assaulted. What? Someone wanted Lemire War dead. Well, it is generally why you assault people. Thankfully, she was able to save herself. Good job.
What? She saved herself? Fuck, my plan didn't work! I've heard no such report!
Prosecutor Gavin, here is your updated witness report.
Motherfucker!
Why would anyone be out to kill Lemire War? Can you think of a reason?
Well...
Think of how she is known in our country. A singer from overseas who doesn't speak English, yes? And yet someone tried to keep her mouth shut. Who could that have been? You don't think? I do. It was the same person who shot Mr. Latouche. The killer was afraid of her, afraid of what she might say. The defense believes that something was hidden in our testimony yesterday. Something that the killer doesn't want getting out.
So, am I to understand that this is what you're saying? Namely, that there is a nugget of truth in the Miroir's testimony. A nugget we have yet to uncover.
Exactly. I will
Bullshit!
dip that nugget of truth in the dipping sauce of justice.
Is
I
it
couldn't think of any way to continue that metaphor.
Hang on! Is it a dinosaur-shaped nugget?
It's Virginian, so I don't know. What do they do there?
Virginian dinosaurs!
Good enough for me.
I'll allow it!
Rawr. If the dinosaurs were indeed Virginian, this has serious implications. Very well. There were some vague points in her testimony during yesterday's trial. Perhaps we did not inquire as deeply as we might have into some. that was a sentence. The court will hear the Miroir's testimony once more. And here I am again.
The Miroir, I must apologize. We must ask you to stand again and speak. You need not apologize.
You need not apologize. I heard why there was no chair here.
I know that Maki is innocent, and I will do all that I can until the court realizes this.
Bitchin', let's review your testimony from yesterday. You told us you heard 2 gunshots and the shooter's voice through the window.
What is bitchin'?
Virginian. No, it's not. Damn it. Spanish?
You mean Espanol?
Damn it. French?
Espanol?
France. It's Francais, I'm pretty sure, but alright.
Yeah, it is.
German. Oh, do you need to sneeze? And that voice belonged to Darian Crescent. Oh, right, she literally named the guy.
I remember seeing this short where these Italian people were like listening to Google Translate to how a bunch of different languages say spaghetti, and now they're all like very similar. It's like spaghetti, spaghettis, spaghetti, spaghetti, and then it gets to German. Langenulden. Ah!
I think I saw a short about that, about the word sex the other day. It was like sex, sexo, German. Every time. I think I've seen a number of language videos where it's always like, German is a very difficult language to be gentle in.
That is correct. German is very difficult to be gentle in. At which point I proved she could not be correct. She couldn't have heard any of those things. The small window with the seat was closed. It was found to be quite soundproof.
I still question, what is the point of those windows?
I don't know.
You have nothing to say to that, Mr. Justice. No, the windows make no sense to me. I don't know why they have those windows yet, Your Honor, but I know there's something there.
Yes, the window.
There is, it seems, much you do not know.
Shush you. It is my duty to hear him out. Perhaps a witness will be so kind as to testify once more to the court.
Of course, Your Honor. What I heard. I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. That's when I heard them, Mr. Latouche and the detective. I heard the faint sound of a gunshot and stopped. Then I heard another gunshot. There was the smell of gunpowder. I knew I must tell someone, but I was in a hurry, so I kept moving past the small window.
How did you know the window was there?
Here's my question. How do you smell something through something which is soundproof?
I'm starting to think, Rhino, that we might have this in. This might be a case of like the guy opened the window and shot through it. Well, no,
He would have had to been on that side.
Oh, yeah, I know, but then I was and like that made sense. But then I realized she said she heard the faint sound. So
Yeah, no, I think the window was closed. Just the window itself irks me. Do not open this tiny window. You couldn't possibly do anything through except maybe like smuggle items and like a baby. Pretty much the same as yesterday's testimony.
I am sorry. I am not used to speaking much in this language. Perhaps my descriptions are lacking in some way. Yet everything I have said here is the truth.
Then it is my distinct displeasure to say this. What you have said to have happened is impossible.
Impossible? Do I have to repeat myself? Well, I like to, so you know, join me. The mirror was attacked because of this testimony. Oh, right, I forgot. What? What? Trucy, what?
Apollo, for a moment there, you were pretty cool.
Maybe I do better when I don't try and think ahead.
Phoenix
when I
right
don't have the case figured out from the start.
Phoenix right in the background. Good. Bluff, lie, improvise, adapt, overcome.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Perhaps you can coolly cross-examine the witness. Well, you see, puts bucket of dry ice in front of himself to make little puffs of smoke when he talks. Why?
I couldn't remember the button to press.
Is something wrong? You just yelled hold it and then went quiet.
I know I said hold it. But she's saying the same thing she said before. Mr. Justice? Sorry, it's nothing. Please continue with your test. Really? Now I know what they mean about the reckless youth these days.
The one in red over there is a shining example, Herbert Judge.
The last person who should be pointing fingers, Mr. Rockstar. Darian Christian?
I did not know his name at the time, but yes, it was him, the one who took the stand yesterday.
How many times do I need to remind you that's impossible? Blah, 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 blah.
Because the window at the scene was closed? Is that why?
Of course!
Apollo, if you keep asking the same questions as yesterday, we won't get anywhere.
I want to press the one about her smelling it. Did you hear anything else? Did you happen to hear anything else at that time?
Anything else?
Anything else besides the victim and the shooter's conversation? Anything at all?
I heard gunshots. Besides that!
That's quite the vague question!
And you're a vague person.
Other than the conversation, I heard a clock ticking, the two men breathing, footsteps. That is all.
Nothing new there, as expected.
I was hoping for a little more than that. Perhaps we should just carry on with the cross-examination.
As you wish.
Alright, so you want to press this?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. That's not the question I wanted to ask. Why didn't you tell someone immediately?
Well,
Or if it were me, I would have gone to the police right away.
I'm blind, you dumbass!
So?
I don't know where they are!
Citizens.
This may be beside the point, but Lemirar isn't a citizen. Though one would hope such common sense prevails in Virginia as well.
Mirror car seems awfully quiet all of a sudden.
I like how I found, like, the key thing despite trying to go for a different point. That's strange, because she'd be hiding something.
It is as you say, yet at the time...
You were in a hurry. You were in a hurry to go where? The bathroom.
I was on my way to the backstage exit, as I have said.
Why were you in such a hurry then? Oh, is this how we figure out it was in the middle of a performance? And so then we know the time is fucked?
Ah.
Well, I don't think that has anything to do with this case.
It very well might. Please answer the question.
Are you
No.
alright, Le Miroir?
Yes, I am just tired.
Recall what I told you yesterday, Herbert Forehead. Le Miroir suffers from serious amnesia.
So?
Please refrain from traumatizing her further.
What, so you could just dismiss questions you think are too traumatizing?
Yes! Why don't you prove her reason and a connection to the case before asking about it? James!
Prosecution's objection is sustained. Our question is moot. Mr. Justice, please continue with your cross-examination. Damn it, that would have been like a quick thing. Le Miroir was attacked because of this testimony. I know she was, so something's gotta be hidden here.
Maybe there's some detail we're missing?
I guess we'll just have to get her to fill in the blanks.
Right!
I like how both times it's the part that, like, it's like you're like, the smell of gunpowder, and Apollo's like, but why didn't you tell someone? And I'm like, how'd you know the window was there? And Apollo's like, but why were you in a hurry? Now let's double check what our stuff is here. Incuritis.
And we haven't pressed. This is the only statement we haven't pressed yet. There were 2 gunshots.
Yes, I heard 2. One after the other.
That fits in with the bullet holes at the scene. Only new here to pick up. God damn it, Apollo.
I think I know what to do. I think we need to go here and take a different choice. Or no, wait, where was
Was
it?
the second one.
Right. What were they talking about?
Le Miroir, do you have by any chance remember what they were saying to each other? Yes, he said no one will ever believe you. If so, please tell us.
I have given it much reflection, but
I was afraid of this. She doesn't remember.
I only heard one phrase clearly.
A whole phrase.
You remember something that was said?
Why didn't you say anything yesterday? Well, you kind of dramatically ended the session.
Though my memory is clear, I was afraid to speak. You see, I do not understand what was said.
It's to be at the club and waiting for. What did he say?
It was the other man speaking, not Mr. Latouche.
Okay. Shoot her then. Darian Krishy. What did he say?
It's over. Press the switch now.
Was there an accomplice, or was Mr. Latouche in on this and betrayed?
I don't know.
Was Mr. Latouche not necessarily investigating the smuggling, but instead trying to intercept it for the Chief Justice's son? Switch. The shooter said this to the victim, Mr. Latouche.
I thought it quite strange myself afterward.
It is a mystery. What could it possibly mean?
Wait.
We were so right about it being recorded.
Wait.
The igniter switch? Maybe. I think it was the recording of him shooting.
Well, no, because this happened during Lamirwar's thing, remember? During her performance.
That also did, yeah, true.
And
But
his and that was when Klavgav's guitar went up in flames.
and technically, it could be within 30 feet. Then again, he was actually on the tall part, so I don't know about that.
Well, maybe that's why he had a.
Nope, that is the closer dressing room.
And remember, he had like the headset radio, so he could have been telling someone else.
Oh, that's true. That's what he could have meant. Mr. Justice, care to shed some light on this? I mean, sure. I'd be delighted. It's very, very vital. Can we add that to the testimony?
Maybe, Apollo? Let's press this first.
And it was Detective Darian Crescent's voice.
Yes, I am sure of it.
Sovar, press the switch. Why would he say that to Mr. Latouche?
Apollo! The murder weapon, the revolver, was Mr. Latouche's, right?
Yeah, whatever.
Well, maybe when he said press the switch, he really meant to say pull the trigger. Because his English isn't so good.
Darian Crescent is a native speaker.
Oh. Oh, right. Sorry. I kind of forgot who was what.
Press the switch. That's something a killer usually says to their victim, is it? Was there no one else in the room?
I do not know. All I heard was Mr. Latouche and the detective.
So, earpiece?
Either the earpiece or the trigger.
Yeah, I'm curious which one.
Which one do you want to try
I think
first?
the headset.
Objection!
Nope.
Have a penalized.
Hold it!
I didn't mean to hit press. Whatever.
Objection!
I was right.
It's one of those kid things where it's like either of these I feel like we could jump off from, but sure.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, we know what to say, we just need to figure out how the game wants us to say it.
Press the switch. There's only one key that can unlock the mystery of those words.
Oh? Yet there was nothing at the scene that could be called a switch. Save the lights.
True, there wasn't a switch at the scene. But it just so happens I have a switch right here.
I've been playing Smash Brothers on it. There, we got the joke out.
Certainly does look like a switch, doesn't it? Problem is,
I want to trade it for a Switch too.
this was found not at the scene of the crime, but on the stage. The stage! Where the concert was held, yes. This was found hidden there.
On the stage.
Are you claiming that the voice Lamirwar heard?
Switch 3 Joy-Cons look weird.
Was there someone commanding another to press this switch?
The Switch 1, the Joy-Cons have motion controls. Switch 2, the Joy-Cons can be used as a mouse. The Switch 3, the Joy-Cons light things on fire.
I thought you were going to say the Joy-Cons can be used for murder. It's a possibility.
Objection!
It sounds like bullshit.
Oh, Herbert Forehead. I'd call that an impossibility.
Why?
It's hardly necessary for me to remind the court of the layout of the concert forum. The stage is quite far from the Mirror's dressing room. Not to mention that the Gaviners were in the middle of a concert on said stage. We aren't known for being a quiet band. You can shout all you wanted and not be heard.
The detective's voice was loud, but certainly not a shout.
Remember, Rhino, they don't know yet that the time is messed up.
Yeah.
So too have Herbert Forehead's cries of possibility fallen far short of being heard.
Sorry, but he wouldn't have needed to shout.
Excuse me?
You heard what I said, or do you need me to shout it out for you? It would have been simple to be heard on the stage from that dressing room. Oh wait, you like evidence, don't you? How about this? Using this, it would be easy to get a message to someone on the stage from the dressing room.
Now we
A
use
gun.
it! It'd be easy to get a message by sending it through VCR!
Take that!
Prosecutor Gavin, perhaps you're familiar with this.
Why, that's...
Semi-hearing aid? That's some kind of newfangled phone they invented while I wasn't looking.
Ought to keep an
I mean,
eye
that's a
on
fair
Apple.
question. This is a type of transmitter, a communications device. Communications device. New. From what I've heard, that night, everyone on stage was wearing one of these. Isn't that right, Prosecutor Gavin?
Yes, actually. They're for talking between band members. We all had one on.
So you admit that if you were wearing one of these, talking from the backstage to the stage would be simple.
Objection!
True, but wait! Those send out an electronic signal. To avoid interference with the audio systems, their range is quite limited.
Mirror said it was about 30 feet, right?
Look at this cross-section of the diagram from the concert forum. Exactly. The walk from the stage to backstage seems far. But the direct distance is less than 30 feet.
That can't be!
So when the Mirror heard the shooter's voice, he could have been talking to someone on stage.
Objection!
Huh! You're claiming this is the switch in question? Why did it have to be on the stage at the time? It could be placed in a pocket and carried anywhere. Someone could have hid it on the stage after the fact.
Hey, he's got a point. How do we know where it was when she heard the voice? When the shooter said press the switch.
Well, I guess we don't. An unfortunate situation. You're on a roll there. I'm afraid that until we know where this switch was, there's little point in debating it. I'm sure this was the way to go with this.
What is this switch anyway? We don't even know that basic fact.
Wait a second.
It's happening, Rhino. He's realizing.
I do know what this switch is. Well, no shit, you pressed it and you saw what it did. And if you follow the train of the logic to its incredible conclusion, it ends up in proof that completely changes this case.
What's up, Apollo? Apollo?
We know about this switch, right? We know what it is.
Yeah?
Well, think of when it was used that day. Think of what happened. Well, Mr. Justice, if you have no further information to share concerning this switch. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Justice. I have been remiss in not telling the court about this before. You see, I just remembered what this switch is.
That's bullshit! You can't just randomly say you suddenly remembered something that you've been hiding from us this whole time. Carry on!
I may endanger future tactics with this. I need to let it go. Well, it seems the defense is set upon leaking this switch to the case. Beep. Alright, it's leaked. Let's see your evidence of the leak. What evidence do you have to explain what this switch is? Okay, does it want us to show the guitar? With the fucking igniter?
Identical igniters in Gavin's guitar and at the crime scene, triggered by remote trigger. I think it's this.
Probably, yeah.
Take that!
Prosecutor Gavin, you remember this.
Ugh! That's that!
But what? Is it another one of those newfangled phones? This is an igniter. What phone looks like this?
Probably some that's coming out in the next 10 years.
Igniter? You mean it's like a lighter? Yes, actually.
You aren't saying this switch is a remote?
I am. This is a remote trigger for an igniter.
What?
Look, I'll show you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Mr. Justice, you will cease and desist from burning down this courtroom. Why were you holding it? Sorry, it was a bit more fire than I expected. My whiskers had caught on. Prosecutor Gavin, let me repeat myself again. This switch is a remote igniter trigger.
I don't care!
Doesn't that suggest something to you?
You're talking about what happened to me, aren't you?
Exactly. That night at the concert, there was one unusual burst of flame. When your guitar caught fire in the middle of your performance and burned your hand. Wasn't that part of the stage show, though? Prosecutor Gavin was entirely unaware such a thing has been planned. And the guitar that burned was a valuable keepsake.
That's right. He got it in Virginia from the Miroir. He said the sound was amazing. Before it burned, of course. Now it just kind of smokes.
The better the guitar, the brighter it burns! Herbert Forehead!
Yes?
Don't tell me you're trying to tie these two things together! Those being the shooter's voice heard by the Miroir, and the guitar suddenly catching on fire!
I am. It's really simple when you think about it, and stop freaking interrupting me when I'm asking her to tell us what time she was going backstage.
My least favorite trope in, like, anything ever is when a character is, like, explaining something, and someone interrupts them in order to demand they explain themselves. As an example, I was on my way to, on your way to where? It's like, I'm literally about to tell you!
Yeah, so my favorite counter is, well, if you would shut up, I could finish telling you. Mr. Latouche and the shooter were at the crime scene. Well, I would certainly hope so. Otherwise, it wasn't the scene of the crime. The shooter was wearing a headset. He ordered someone on stage to press the switch. The switch was pressed, and the guitar caught fire. Well, it does seem to make sense to me. Oh, something about it is bugging me. Can't quite put my finger on it. Really? It seems pretty simple to me.
Are you insulting me?
What's your sass, me?
Herbert Forehead, don't destroy what little respect I have for you. I was expecting
Ellipses.
something a little more sensible. I guess I was wrong.
What's this all about, Prosecutor Gavin?
His simple story simply makes no sense. Think, that night my guitar caught fire, yes. The cause may have been this indeed. However, the guitar caught fire during the second set.
That's right, of course. The guitar caught fire during the
jeez.
Miroir song.
You
Indeed.
hurt my fingies.
Yet the shooting happened during the third set. The two are utterly unrelated.
Oh, yes, that must have been what's bugging me. Whole premise for this is faulty.
See? His story makes no sense.
Oh, thank God.
Objection. Are you sure about that?
I'm glad that Apollo has had this whole thing figured out and everyone else is just like, bleh. And it's not a case of them being like, you're wrong. And Apollo's like, oh shit, I am wrong. He's like, bitch, I'm like 5 steps ahead of you. I'm just watching you fumble around and laughing.
Yeah, he's doing the prosecutor thing now. He's like, I have it all figured out. Huh? What exactly do you mean, Mr. Justice? Maybe it's not the premise for my explanation of the switch that's at fault. Maybe it's our premise for the entire case so far. Was there not a murder? No, there was still a murder. Okay. And Lemirwar was there? She was there. Okay. Concert? You know, I'm failing to see what's wrong. What premise are we going
the
on
window!
about?
Yes, the window was still there. Was it? Yes, it was still pointless.
I'm glad you asked. I'd say that maybe the killing didn't take place in the third act.
Objection!
Phew.
What's this? But Detective Emma Sky heard shots and found the body. All of this happened in the third act.
Objection!
In fact, so did you. Gunshots rang out. And according to his testimony, Maki was in that dressing room at the time. Where are you going with this, Mr. Justice? Stay with me, Your Honor. He also told us in his testimony, namely, that the victim had already been shot. Alright, we hadn't revealed this yet. We all heard gunshots, but no one saw the shooting.
This is insane.
Yeah, okay. Just before the shooting took place, the shooter was heard on his headset.
You okay over there?
Why, what's up?
You sound a bit different. Are you
Hold on, my mic got moved down. Telling someone to press the switch. Next moment, Prosecutor Gavin's guitar burst into flame. We know that a remote trigger in Niter was inside the guitar. From all these facts, we can draw only one conclusion. The crime did not take place during the third act, but during the ballad performance, the second act.
What?
Order.
We're turning in dinosaur chicken nuggets.
We're not imported.
I've been waiting so long for him to say order.
That goes against the evidence. What does, Your Honor? The crime was carried out according to the lyrics of the song, yes?
He's right, look. Old is supposed to come after the fire.
You're thinking about it the wrong way.
It's like
It was all bullshit coincidence.
it's like Case 3 and Danganronpa, where they made it look like it was in order to fool us.
Yep.
Huh?
Look. Why would the shooter craft the events of the day to follow the lyrics anyway? It's an awful lot of trouble to go through. Maybe they were anal. But maybe with a little merit for the person doing it. Well, I'm sure whoever it was had some reason. Some twisted, murderous reason. Yes, they did have a twisted, murderous reason. Oh, good. I'm getting better at this. A reason that made it advantageous to follow the lyrics.
You're saying the order was reversed on purpose?
Reverse, Prosecutor Gavin.
If the criminal followed the lyrics strictly, then yes. The shooting would have had to come after the guitar burst into flame. Yet, Herbert Forehead has raised another possibility. He's claiming that the bullet came not after, but just before the fire.
Couldn't have put it better myself. We were only meant to think that the shooting came after the guitar burst into flame. That was the criminal's objective. The crime followed the lyrics to a point, but that was the ruse! I love the word ruse. Why else would the killer risk discovering by moving the body? That was the final touch to make us think he'd followed the lyrics the whole way. Order! Order! Order!
Espanol dinosaur chicken
Order.
nuggets!
Order! 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 Thank you. That would explain this most unusual situation. Does the killer change the order of events to create himself an alibi? In other words,
Fuck the moon!
the killer was someone who had an alibi for the third set, but not the second.
Objection!
I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but sadly it has. Let me tell you why your little fairy tale makes no sense at all. Oh, it sounds good, I'll give you that. You've given us a reason why the killer bothered following the lyrics of my song. But I question your logic, for it's flawed from the very beginning.
Flawed?
Yes, a contradiction, Herbert Forehead, what I've pointed out several times, no less. At the time of the crime, the small window— Fuck off about the window!
I'm so tired about this hearing about this freaking window.
At the time of the crime, the small window at the scene was closed. How could the mirror have heard a voice through it?
Oh,
I know that you would like to divert our attention from this critical fact, but you're basing your entire line of reasoning on a false premise.
I hate this window. Mira's testimony is my entire case. The voice she heard, the shooter's voice.
What if she couldn't hear it, Apollo?
Look, what do we have? A man saying, look what we do have. A man saying press a switch. Near the crime scene, we have a switch, which acts as a remote trigger for an igniter. And last but not least, Prosecutor Gavin's flaming guitar. Can't all be coincidence, but how do I make it work?
I see a more direct line of questioning is required. When the crime scene was investigated, immediately after the crime, that window was closed. Care to tell us how the mirror heard the voice? The window was open and then the killer closed it.
Why did they have it open, though?
I don't know.
This window irks me.
I fucking hate this window. And you
I'm
know
glad
what,
we agree.
Rhino, what is a window but a flat glass box?
Oh my god. Key point to be sure. Mr. Justice, can you explain this to the court? Probably. Okay, Justice, got one thing to prove and one thing only. Sure, buddy, sure, one thing. Lemire heard a voice. And she heard it during the second set. How was Lemire able to hear the voice?
Oh my god, the window was open! Wait.
She has defied hearing.
Wait. Rhino, we're wrong. I just realized something.
Oh?
Where's the damn thing? I went past it, didn't I?
Something right there. Was she in the vents?
I think she was in the vents. Because that's how she was going to get from one to the other.
I mean, that's a minor correction on our part. We just didn't know her exact route, which she was doing. Magic shit. Still hate this window.
Yeah.
When we investigated the scene, the window was closed. The shooter had no reason to close it, had it been open, either. Meaning, it was impossible to hear the voice through that window.
Ah, it's good to hear you making sense again. For a moment, I was afraid you might be a Borginian too.
I feel like that might have been racist. But as I was saying, Lemire could not hear the voice through that window. So there can only be one explanation. She heard the voice from another location entirely. What?
You do amuse me so. And here I thought you and Good Sense were back on speaking terms. Now I'm afraid you and Good Sense speak two entirely different languages. Shall I interpret for you, Herbert Forehead? Lemire clearly stated she heard the voice through that small window. And there is only one small window at the scene.
Are you sure about that? I'm getting real tired of you saying that to me.
I'm getting real
Think
tired.
about it.
I'm getting real tired of you.
Getting real tired of me what?
No, nothing. Just you.
Rude. Is there another small window at the scene?
There is?
I know that look. He wants us to ask him. Alright, well, you claim Lemire heard the voice from another location. Mr. Justice, show us where this location was. Lemire heard the voice from...
Well-
Shift over here. This is where Lemire heard that voice from. But that's no small window. That's the air vent.
Oh, I'm here now.
Has she just been standing there while we've been arguing this
Oh, yeah,
whole
I
time?
guess
and
she
just hasn't
has.
panned to her?
I guess she has been. Yeah. I totally
Yeah, we're still in the middle of her testimony.
I totally forgot.
What did she tell us? She said she's a Virginian, unfamiliar with our language. It's not a stretch to imagine she called this air vent a small window.
Objection!
Now
This
you've
is
done
some
it.
bullshit.
You've gone beyond ridiculous and into ludicrous. So Lemire was up at the ventilation system listening to this man's voice.
That's the only logical explanation, yes.
Logical? I do not think this word means what you think it means, Herbert Forehead.
I will say it's a lot less dignified of a mental image to think of her scrabbling through an air vent than just briskly speed walking through a yard. Okay, what about it isn't logical?
Huh, it hardly merits saying. Why would Lemire be in the ventilation system? Hiding like a rat. No offense intended to her, of course.
The explanation for that is simple, Prosecutor Gavin. She was the traitor. Weren't you, Lemire?
Bogus.
I limit down to like once per half hour. So you've been listening to our discussion here, yes?
Yes. I admit it's had me quite confused since yesterday. Yes, this small window was closed. But why should that mean I could not hear through it? I feared our prosecutor might himself need an interpreter.
Ooh! Ooh!
The problem here is words.
I just want to leave this on screen for a moment. This is a perfect reaction image.
The problem here is words. Let me roar this small window through which you heard the voice. Was it up high on the ceiling of the room, not low on a wall?
Yes, it was up on the ceiling.
What?
Order! Witness, you will clarify this statement to the court. I mean, it's what I've been saying the whole time. Okay, look. Here's a list of common words and phrases. Are you saying you, in fact, were up above the ceiling of the roof? And that's where you heard the moment of the crime?
Yes, in fact, I was. I am sorry. I never imagined it would become such an important point.
Yeah, well, why were you up, Apollo? I believe it's time for another testimony.
I'm not sure I can't.
May I remind you this is a murder trial. We will hear your testimony. Tell us why you witnessed the crime from above the ceiling of that room. Please. Man, he did say please. Looks like I'm on the right track. Chugging along.
Yes, I was above the ceiling when I heard the voice.
That is a big fucking air vent, and she looks like a crone from a fairy tale. Come here, children.
Come into my vent! H6!
Look at what her hand's doing, too.
Double trouble boiling bubble!
I'm going to have back pain after this.
Hansel and Gretel looking ass! Yes, I was above the ceiling when I heard the voice. I had heard there was a small window there before. It was in the middle of my performance. I had no time to report what I had heard. As to why I was there, I cannot say. I am bound to secrecy on this matter.
Bound to secrecy? I mean, surely we could just extrapolate from this. If it was in the middle of performance, and she wasn't on stage, why would she be there?
In my line of work, one has many obligations to uphold.
But you say you were in the middle of your performance. So this did happen during the second set.
I did not witness the crime, you must understand. I only know what I heard.
But you must tell us what you were doing in detail.
That's what the cross-examination is for! James Herbert Forehead!
I'm getting a full name here.
Our mission in this court is to discern the truth.
Oh, really? I thought your mission in this court was to annoy everyone and ultimately win and laugh.
No obligation, no binding pact may hinder that mission.
Very well. Mr. Justice, may begin the cross-examination.
What are you going to do, Apollo?
Correct me if I'm wrong. I forget. In this world, the defendant's job is to help their clients, truth or not.
You mean defense?
Yeah, the defense's job is to help their client, truth or not. The prosecution's is the truth.
I think what it is, it's like in real life. Both of their jobs are to figure out the truth, but a lot of times, figure out the truth, and in the attorney's case, maybe lower the punishment for their client if they are guilty. But generally, it's like it ends up being a case of both sides just want to win, regardless of what the truth is, because human competitiveness.
Right. Gonna find out the truth. She was up above that ceiling for a reason. I just had to get it out of her.
Alright.
I think it's the third one.
Middle of my performance?
Yeah.
Maybe maybe the videotape?
Maybe. I think maybe try pressing first to see if we get an expanded thing, but... So, without a word, you just let the third set start.
After the curtain closed for the second set, there was still much to do.
Could have prevented this whole misunderstanding if you had only told us sooner.
Yes, perhaps I could have.
I see little point in badgering the witness. What's done is done. The mind works differently.
No, the badgering will continue, throws Badger.
The mind works differently when one is in the middle of a performance. Why, I've lost my voice in the middle of a show and kept on singing completely unaware.
Singing without a voice. Only all contradictions were so obvious. If only I could get Lemiroir to talk. Pressuring her like this doesn't seem to be getting me anywhere. So we do just have to present.
Let's try it.
Objection!
Nope.
This evidence. Raw. Penalty.
Hold it!
You heard the gunshots during the second set, during your performance. You're quite sure.
Yes. Why would I lie about the time?
Why didn't you just tell us this yesterday?
No one asked me.
Bullshit.
I thought you all knew. I told you Maki was not the killer. I told you this many times.
Yes, you did. But you never told us why.
I am sorry. I was not able to speak of it.
Unable or unwilling.
She's not talking, Apollo. What do we do?
We'll just have to prove it ourselves. As long as she's bound by this pact of silence, she won't talk. If I can prove why she was up there, she'll have to admit it.
And how are you going to do that? She was singing on the stage, Apollo. She couldn't have been up above the ceiling, too.
Yes, she could. I got a theory as to why, too. And maybe I've got the evidence for it, so did we just present it at the wrong spot?
I think maybe, yeah. Let's try it again.
As to why I was there.
Objection!
There we go.
There it is. We were just slightly too early. Lemiroir, truth be told, the reason for your presence above the ceiling is quite clear. Especially when you considered what happened during your performance.
What happened?
Yes, it's all right here on this video. By the way, how come their skin tones are like exaggerated in this one?
I don't know.
Gavin's a lot more orange and she's a lot more pale.
Lighting?
I guess. Oh, my fingies!
You can see the trapdoor.
No! No, why is it on fire? No! As we can see, Lemiroir was clearly not on stage for her entire performance. Huh. Though it saddens me to be so realistic. Lemiroir is incapable of actually vanishing, let alone teleportation. So, the only explanation is that she was either hidden from view or a witch. And during that time, she moved back to the back of the forum, like a non-witch.
Apollo!
What? Is she a witch?
It's not nice to reveal a magician's secrets, and it's against the rules.
I'm a lawyer. I'm not supposed to be nice. This is all very fascinating. How is it possibly? There's only 20 seconds between when she disappears and reappears. She couldn't move that fast. Something wrong, Prosecutor Gavin? This was his concert, his show. He knows how the illusion was performed. Oh, so would you say he's been hiding evidence? He's just realizing his own oversight. fuck? Let's look at the cross-section diagram again, shall we? I'm getting tired of this picture. Flip to the next page. No, we need this one. Let me get my laser pointer.
How about this?
No, I'm sad now.
How about this?
I like the picture.
How about this?
Eh,
How about this?
get the laser pointer. Here, uses laser pointer, we can trace a route through the ceiling. It goes from the stage through the backstage to the rear of the forum. Ah. Recall the Mirror's testimony from yesterday.
I was on my way.
That guy did it.
Little window.
She also did
Went
say
from
there
the
was.
stage to the backstage exit.
She also did say there was something like a little window.
Perfect description of this room above the ceiling. The Mirror knew of this because of her part in the illusion. But she wasn't the only one who knew.
What?
Just now in the lobby, Maki told me something.
I know if I opening vent, I could leave stage and backstage.
He said that?
Oh, were you not informed, Prosecutor Gavin?
I knew about the Vanishing Act, of course. Yet I had no idea of the route that would be used. Why didn't that magician tell me?
Magicians only reveal details of their acts on a need-to-know basis. They're the bread and butter of a magician's life, you know.
Which is why he bound Lemire to secrecy. With magic. Well, Lemire,
I am impressed, Mr. Attorney. Maki was right about you.
so what does this mean? Are you saying you used this road above the ceiling?
I did.
Oh, well, that's that, but I'm still a little confused. Why is that? And why is the music getting ominous? As I said before, there was very little time between when she disappeared and when she reappeared. 20 seconds tops. How could you do it so fast? Especially if she stopped to hear the shooter's voice. Huh, that's a good question. Can the witness explain this to the court? No. Damn it!
I cannot.
Damn it! Mr. Justice. Yes. It's all up to you. Do your thing. I will do my thing, Your Honor, when you tell me what it is. You need to explain how the Mirror was able to teleport like she did. Or I'm throwing your case out with the bathwater. Ew. Why do I get picked on as a Mirror who isn't going along with the program here?
20 seconds is a lot. I mean, it is, but it is like for most things, but assume that I'm not really able to. Hang on, let me see if I can. Are you able to see my mouse right now, Rhino?
No.
Okay, then never mind. But yeah, like to go from the spot on the left there, down, and then across that way while essentially crawling.
And also stopping to hear a murder conversation.
And then I assume on the right side it's an elevator. Or I assume on both sides it's an elevator, so the verticality part is not really a problem.
As I have stated before, I am not at liberty to speak of the illusion that night in detail.
And you'll just have to tell us what you can. We'll hear your testimony on this.
I have a theory.
I have a gavel. I have a red vest.
I have a guitar! No, you don't. It burned. You're mean!
I have pants! So my theory is that somebody was essentially... There was like a stunt double for Lemirar on one of the two sides.
Yeah, it's pretty common.
Probably for the second one, because then the idea is, like, she was there at the... Like, she was there doing the singing the first thing, and she goes down into the vent, crawls along, and the idea is she's actually heading to the exit, and that would explain why she was, like... She actually went past the vent, whereas the stunt double... Whereas if she was on the other side, she would have just been standing there waiting.
Mr. Justice, it will be your job to read the truth out of her.
Isn't it
The
all?
thing is, though, we haven't seen any hint of a stunt double so far, so I'm wondering how it would be, considering the end is when they do that nice zoom in on her.
Yes, if you would, please.
Oh my god, please.
Never mind, there's a zoom on both ends. Wait, question. Does she have her brooch at the end?
I don't
She
think
does
so.
not. And she had it at the beginning, so that at least matches.
Well, hang on, the brooch is... Hang on.
Yeah, it's there.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it then. Because we do have...
The brooch.
Yep.
Yes, if you would, please.
Right. Feel like a student before the finals.
Good luck, Apollo! I followed the route exactly as I was instructed. There was an emergency exit in the backstage, where a stagehand waited. From there, one can enter the forum on the opposite side from the stage. The plan was for me to move there in 2 minutes. I was on my way when I heard the voice.
2 minutes, you say. The mystery deepens. Suppose it was too much to hope that the judge would come up with something. That's just my curiosity. Take it away, Mr. Justice. Yes, Your Honor. All I had to do is find the contradiction between what Lemirar is saying and what we could see in the video.
I figured it out already! I am a magician after all.
Well, tell me.
Not a chance! I can't reveal another magician's secrets, come on!
You're supposed to be on my side here. I am on your side of the room.
Exactly as instructed. Emergency exit in the backstage where a stagehand waited. Enter the forum on the opposite side from the stage. Move there in 2 minutes.
I'm Gavining.
So yeah, she doesn't have the brooch at the end there.
Uh-huh.
Also, her eyes are closed.
I mean, her eyes have been open and closed whenever she freaking feels like it.
No, but I mean, like, it might be so we can't see, like, an eye color difference. You can maybe barely tell there.
Well, that's what the nice zoom in on the chest is for.
Yeah, but I think it's like, it's all... She had her eyes closed in that zoom in so you couldn't tell an eye color difference.
Yeah, but we have no idea who would have been her stunt double.
Yeah. Well, I can't look at people right now. God damn it.
It was Mr. the Tooth. 2 minutes.
Yes, it can be done in 1 minute if you are running.
Running? That cramped dark tunnel above the ceiling?
Haha, Mr. Attorney, have you forgotten? Dark or lit, it makes no difference to me.
That's true, but it's still like, cramped. Staying all night at the concert, you made the trip in 2 minutes.
Yes, though I nearly didn't make it in time. You see, I stopped halfway.
Meanwhile, disappears on the video for 20 seconds. But she says she made the trip in 2 minutes.
If you want my professional opinion, I'll bet the answer's right there in that video.
Thank you. Well, Mr. Justice, perhaps you have some evidence for us. Something that can explain the discrepancy between the video and her testimony. I think it's just the brooch. But I don't know how that explains it.
I feel like we might not be there yet.
Yeah. I don't know what they're pushing for. So is it there's no evidence? Because we don't freaking know? What kind of evidence can prove that? What's your professional opinion about this one, Trucy?
Sorry, I don't work in evidence.
I don't work in tricks. I'm an attorney, not a magician, for crying out loud.
Really? I'm sure Daddy would have loved working on this.
Thanks, it makes me feel so much better. Well, I don't know about all of you, but I find this mystery fascinating. And I'm not letting this trial go any further until we get to the bottom of it. The defense will continue the cross-examination until we have some answers. Easier said than done. So, when you came back out, you were behind the audience.
Yes, that is how it worked.
Not a bad show, if I do say so myself.
That's Uncle Valen for you, the old grammar-y touch.
But on the video, you were only gone for 20 seconds. How is that possible? That's the part I don't get either.
Yes, it would be hard to go so far in only 20 seconds.
I think I'm gonna try it.
One piece of evidence that explains the discrepancy between the video and the testimony. It's not really a discrepancy, though.
I know, but I don't really know what else to do here.
I mean, we're already here. We can't exactly back off.
Maybe it's the videotape itself and we'll point out the thing?
Maybe. We could try it.
Take that!
Ah, so this is it. The magical key to unlocking the illusion's dark secrets. Tell us how it works, quickly. But I can't bear the suspense. I was kind of hoping someone else would jump in at this point. Well, you see...
Objection!
But Judge, I do hate to spoil the mood, but I haven't the faintest idea what he's talking about, and neither does he.
I'm a little confused too there, Apollo.
You said it was the tape. Right, by which I conclude that I was wrong.
Better luck next time, Pollywog.
Mr. Justice, I'm holding you responsible for spoiling my mood. Was that a tear I just saw in the judge's eye? Alright, nothing to do but rethink this through. Keys in the video. Watch the video one more time. I think it's gotta be the brooch, but it's such like a little jump. It's like, you see, she had the brooch when she started, but not when she ended. How does that prove that that doesn't, like, disprove her timing? It just shows that, like, she did drop it there, which doesn't have to do with the timing. Max, what color are the Miroir's eyes? Not in this.
I don't know.
Let's look at her. Damn it, she's got her eyes shut. Oh, there we go.
It's like
She has blue eyes in the video.
those are blue, Rhino. They're like a grayish blue.
Yeah, but they're like bright in the video, right? Or is that just the models being?
I think it's just a
Go back to
model
like
thing.
this. Go to the zoom in at the beginning of the video, when she's got her eyes wide open. Nope, that is her gray, isn't it? Yeah. I thought that, like you pointed out, that would be the key to proving that was someone else at the beginning, but... Son of a bitch.
Okay, let's press everything.
Hold it!
Alright. How did you proceed along this route?
How? Why, I walked.
You arrived behind the forum much too fast to have been walking. Tell the truth, Lamirar. You rode some kind of vehicle. A vehicle? What vehicle?
What a novel idea! I like it!
Man, that's not a bad guess. Wrong, but not bad.
Someone put in a minecart in the vent. Yes, I have the dumb attorney on it.
I'm sorry, but the girl is right. That vent was much too small for vehicles. It was a tight fit. Even I had to crouch as I walked. I cannot imagine a vehicle that would fit in such a small space.
It wasn't a vehicle, what was it? Got me going for a while there, Mr. Justice. Too bad. Ready for the next part? Oh, I feel like I'm on some kind of quiz show.
I thought that was leading to a penalty.
Hold it!
Did everyone on the concert staff know about the trick?
Not all. Only a few that were needed to help.
See? Like I said, it's on a need-to-know basis.
So not many people knew about the trick.
Well, right now, we need to know!
What were these stageheads required to do?
One needed to open the emergency exit. The door to the stairs is locked, but once through there...
Son of a bitch.
Hold it!
And it was Darian's voice you heard.
Yes, I am certain it was him.
Objection!
A matter best left for later, James! Put that forehead of yours to work on this illusion first!
Objection!
Objection. It's Justice, not James. And I think the identity of the killer is a little more important, don't you? Important, Spartans. Objection overruled. I want to know about magic.
He's trying to avoid the problem in hand, Apollo.
Magic. Trying to avoid the problem. This is a murder trial. The killer is the problem. Contradiction between the testimony and the video. Well, an illusion can't be so different from solving a normal case, right?
Sorry, Apollo. I'm not telling. Not even if you make those puppy dog faces.
Fine. Is it just a brooch? I don't know what else to say. But that doesn't explain her timing. Let's go look at the evidence again.
Lyrics. Ignition. Postcard.
Okay. Gun. Run faster or die. Music. Keith. She rode your motorcycle. I got nothing, man. I rode my brooch.
Take that!
Miramar, do you happen to remember this? I get that we spotted the difference. I don't see how this connects to her timing.
I feel like they needed to do a better job at what we were supposed to be proving. I think there should have been another
Yeah,
step.
they're just like, the timing, the timing, the timing.
I think there should have been another step of, like, proving that it was a double, and then we do the brooch to prove that it was a double.
Did we? Because I thought we said that she lost this whenever she was at the window, right? Or did she lose this before the performance?
Remember, Rhino, she said she lost it when she was at the window, right? The window is the vent, and where did we find the brooch?
No, I get that. That means, again, I know the brooch means that she stopped there. How does the brooch prove that she had weird timing?
I don't know, but we figured it out, so let's see what happens.
Ugh. Lemire, do you remember this brooch? Ah, the brooch. We saw that yesterday, did we not? It was found at the scene, Your Honor.
And you are bringing this up now? Why? I thought we'd already
sure
determined
like
when that
to
was
know.
dropped.
So did I. But we hadn't.
What?
Take another look at the video. Here you can see she's still wearing the brooch. Oh, so she is. Let's look a bit later. The brooch is gone.
What?
Yes, the brooch disappeared in the short space of 20 seconds. And it takes a full minute to run from the stage to the backstage. Which means there can only be one explanation, which is the Lumiere we see before the Vanishing Act and the Lumiere we see after are two different people. What?
I disagree with this, but...
I'm glad we're getting on with it, but this does not prove that at all.
The third case of every game is always a shit show.
Like if they had to pass her or something, or like if, some. Also, why was she not just at the base of the damn thing she was going to be up?
I mean, she was in the first area, remember?
No, we just said the one in the first area was not her.
No, the one in the first area was her. It was the one in the second area that wasn't her. It had to have been her. The first one had to be her because she had to go above the vent and hear everything.
Wait, so are we saying it's not brooch?
Sorry, say it again. Discord cut you off.
So we're saying the first one was her, the second one wasn't, and the second one just also happened not to have a brooch.
I guess?
You see why this irks me, right? This proves nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
Also, now that I can actually look at this stuff... Ballant could have been the stunt double. Anyway.
What? The brooch was found on the floor of the crime scene. And not just on the floor, but on the floor directly beneath the air vent. Miroir, tell me, did you drop the brooch on your way from stage to backstage? At the very moment you witnessed the crime?
Yes, I think I did.
Order, Prosecutor Gavin. What does this prove? I have no idea.
From your expression, I gather you had no idea this was the case, Herbert Judge. I, of course, knew about it.
What?
Don't get me wrong, I wasn't hiding it. It just never occurred to me that the switch and the shooting took place at the same time.
So, I was right. There was a switch.
There was! Just before the stage's tower rose, Le Miroir was replaced.
While on the subject, just who was this replacement, Le Miroir?
Why, the man behind the illusion, Valet Gramarye!
It was Gramarye? That's, quite the illusion. I still don't get one thing.
Yes.
Wait, so the one at the beginning was not her. Switch happened before the tower rose, correct? So you weren't on the stage. This fake Le Miroir is still singing. And she's pretty good. That's true.
Come on, Apollo. That's an easy one. They were just playing a recording.
The Gaviners aren't some kind of air guitar band, Franklin.
Oh? You mean I'm wrong?
When we play a show live, we play live, no recordings. Perhaps you can explain, Le Miroir.
Very well.
Yes, do tell and add it to your testimony.
I had to keep singing even while I moved.
Wouldn't he have heard you in the vent singing? I guess maybe the speakers would have.
Hold it!
By the way, again, it's the second one was her, and that was the one missing the brooch. But this is still the loosest of connections.
Yeah, I don't understand what's happening.
What it proves is Jack and shit. You were singing.
Yes. Mr. Gavin expressed a dislike for recordings, so I used this.
Wait, you were singing the whole time? Even when you were crawling above the ceiling towards the backstage?
Why should it matter where I sing, when everywhere I go is the same darkness?
Because you're in a tiny cramped space where the echo would be horrible!
Yeah.
Also, just imagine... Hang on,
I feel like because you're also compressing your lungs by leaning over, it would change that.
yeah, basically that would be like...
Pleasure, pleasure.
But a fleeting melody wraps itself around me, and out through the air I fly. Not work that way.
But if you were singing while you were walking...
That's right. Wouldn't the shooter and victim have heard? She was singing right over their heads after all.
That is right.
Are you sure?
It'd be pretty hard of hearing to miss someone singing in the ceiling.
Once again, we come back to the state of the scene of the crime.
The speakers.
What state?
Illinois!
I know what he means. That old speaker, Apollo.
Speaker! That speaker was blaring at the time of the murder.
I'm honoring the stage.
Satisfied? That dressing room was fitted with a large speaker playing a direct feed from the stage. At my request, actually.
So the Miroir singing in the ceiling Sounded just like Lemirar singing over the speaker. Ingenious, her voice was hidden by her voice. Don't you me. Lemirar?
I have just remembered something.
Do tell.
When I heard the noise, the gunshots, yes? It startled me, so I stopped singing.
What?
I forgot the words I was supposed to sing.
The song stopped.
Thankfully, it was the very beginning of the second verse.
When?
Pleasure, pleasure, but a fleeting melody. Hang on. She only
she
says
missed the
pleasure
pleasure.
once! Wait. Okay, so that is fake, Lemirar, okay. You were saying it before, and I was just confused. I thought this was real Lemirar.
No, this is the fake. The second one, again, the second one is the real one, which explains why she doesn't have the brooch. Her not having the brooch doesn't explain timing.
I don't know.
The very beginning of the second verse, so not many would notice.
Forehead! That mixing board I lent you. Where is it?
The what? Huh?
A machine, Apollo, the one that breaks music into tracks.
Oh, this. I completely forgotten about it. Let's take a listen.
Alright, one is the singing.
Yeah, so can we just turn that one down? Or is it not letting you control things?
I can't control anything right now. 5 is the drums.
5 is the piano. I didn't really see any particular spikes or gunshots.
I did.
I mean, I was maybe looking at the wrong track. I was struggling to figure out the... Yeah, turn off that one. Alright, I guess we only want her mic, huh?
You hear that, Rhino?
I heard the one, I didn't hear the second. Can you turn it back to the beginning of the second section? Again, just one. Boom, pleasure.
I can't fast forward besides going through the sections. Right there. That's the drum covered it up.
Yeah, but still, only one shot.
Did the Mirror specifically say she heard 2 gunshots?
I thought so, but I don't fucking know anymore. Dawes, I must have missed it. Like the lyric sheet, top of the second verse. See where it says pleasure, pleasure? Now listen again.
Are you also tired of the song?
Yes. This is evidence indeed. She fucked up a song. Someone must have died. I believe you are guilty of making a terrible mistake. The crime didn't happen during the third set. It happened during the second, during the Miroir's ballad.
I think what's going to
Oh my god, are we still proving that?
I think what it's going to be, Rhino, that's going to be brought up, the fact that there's only one gunshot, and the second gunshot is, like, when that happened is going to be important in some way.
If that is true, then no one on stage during the second set could have been the shooter. Which means that Darian Crescent could have done it. He wasn't on stage for the second set. I think as a defense attorney, the first thing you should say is because... well, then my client couldn't have done it. Also, Darian did it. Well, Prosecutor Gavin.
Fascinating! I don't believe I've ever seen a trial turned around quite so thoroughly. Yet one problem remains.
Oh, what now? What's that, Prosecutor Gavin?
Herman Forehead's theory does have a certain kind of logic to it. Yet it is entirely based upon the Miroir's testimony.
And?
Well, it's quite simple, though it pains me to say it. What if she is lying to protect the defendant?
Objection. She has done that before.
All I'm saying is that the truth is as yet unclear, until we hear directly from the man himself.
The man? You don't mean?
Yes. Though he is a friend and band member, Darian Crescent must take the stand. I see no other way.
As someone with a new perspective on the case?
As a suspect, to be frank.
Gasp. Finally, the rat's coming out of his hole. He said he didn't like me yesterday, thus he must go to jail. I'm ready to catch him. Darian Crescent, get ready for justice. As good a time as any to pause for a brief recess. Max, I don't feel like we're finishing the case today. Prosecution will summon the witness using this summoning circle here. And we put a detective badge in the middle. Then we light these candles. Whoosh, there he is.
Ah! My hair's on fire!
No great loss. Have him here and ready by the time we begin. Here's your chalk, here's your detective badge, here's your candles. We need the, oh, what the hell is it called? The little sticky things. The smell ones? Incense, that was it.
I'm the last...
Fine. It'll take the whole time then.
I'm the last man who needs to be reminded of what his duties are.
Very well. Court is adjourned for a 15-minute recess. Give me a sandwich.
I think we're entering. I think we're gonna finish it today, Rhino. We're entering like the last portion.
Yeah, that one took ages. I've enjoyed this case, except for the amount of times we've had to listen to that damn song. I liked our little predictions we had last time. The brooch part is stupid.
Yeah,
Because it doesn't answer the question they were asking.
Yeah, and we also still don't know about the second gunshot, but at least that one has a chance of coming up later.
Yeah.
All right.
The brooch one irks me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
I think it may irk me more than the window.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and then we'll continue.
Alright. Green Warrior.
All right. Are we ready?
Yeah, I'll try and put the brooch behind me.
No, around to wear a brooch, it has to go on the front of you.
I did not think something could irk me more than the window, but the window's sheer number of times mentioned did not compare to brooch being stupid.
Yeah. At least the window was stupid, but then eventually it turned out the window was literally unrelated.
Yep.
Apollo, I can't believe it! It really happened during the second act? And right in the middle of Lumiro's performance?
The reason why she was in that air vent. And that switch and the flaming guitar. When you link it all together, that's what you end up with.
I guess you could say the game was terrible at broaching the subject.
Yes.
Like
Is this Phoenix?
Probably. I knew you had what it took. Hey, he is in this
Yep.
case.
Yeah, Daddy!
By the way, hit this freaking pin on his hat. Woo!
Pa!
Alright, Mr. Wright. You believed in me.
Not really.
Oh, well, fuck you then, bye.
I just thought that'd make a cooler entrance than say, hiya!
I don't even bother hoping.
Where have you been lately, Daddy? You haven't been coming to the office at all!
Blaze, it's because, Trucy is Phoenix's adopted daughter. That's why she calls him Daddy.
That's literally all we know.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Trucy. I'm on a secret mission.
Secret? You mean like you're undercover?
Like Mr. Latouche, only shorter and not as well dressed.
No! What if you're shot too, Daddy?
Would I do a thing like that to you? Anyway, I'm off for a while again.
You're leaving.
Oh, one thing before I go.
What?
Good luck.
Right.
I'm staring at this picture. It's a great picture.
Is that all you gain to say?
I think you have things pretty much under control. You'll get Maki to buy off the hook, no doubt.
Yeah, but
But you're after that detective, aren't you?
daring crescendo.
It won't be easy proving he did it. Especially not under the current court system.
The current court system?
What did Prosecutor Gavin say during the trial? Your case is based on one fragile assumption. Namely, that our diva divine is telling the truth.
But what about all the proof? The brooch and the switch?
A piece of jewelry and a lyrical blunder. There are plenty of other ways to explain these things. Flaming guitar, too. All because you lack definitive proof of their connection to the case.
But
If the sultry songstress is lying, your case melts like butter in a frying pan, leaving behind the faintly singed scent of failure.
The scent of sailor. So what do I do?
Like I said, good luck. And be aware that it'll be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods.
What, so we just had to get him to confess?
Oh, that reminds me. I have something to give you from our detective friend.
Take the sky. Emma!
Let's see. This bag of snacks here was meant for me. Ah, here it is.
What are those, Daddy? They don't look like very good snacking material.
They were found at the scene. Analysis of the fragments revealed traces of gunpowder.
Where are these? The bullets.
Gunpowder?
Probably a firecracker or something similar, like the ones kids are into these days. These fragments were found under the sofa at the scene of the crime, actually.
Oh my god, did they not actually use a recording of the gunshots and just lit fucking firecrackers? Because she found one under the sofa?
That... She did find an igniter under the sofa, yeah.
I think ours was cooler.
Yeah.
Alright, fine. Well, we know how that happened now.
Capcom, when you're ready to make Ace Attorney 7, give us a call. We can apparently write the whole damn thing for you.
Hey, Apollo! That's where we found that little device thingy!
Yes. Well, finally some evidence makes sense. It was kind of weird that there was one under the couch, but it makes sense now.
That's all from me, I suppose. See you after the verdict. Maybe.
Right.
Every man has an igniter inside him.
Oh, he's saying we have to break him. Alright then.
Find Darian Crescen's igniter and set it off.
You know,
Away!
I hear you're a terrible musician. I don't care. And also you were leaving a child to die. And you killed a man. And your hair looks stupid. I'll fucking kill you like I did that guy. And he walked out the door, just like a magician. Normally.
What does he want us to do? No conventional methods? What does that mean?
I guess we just have to take his advice and hope it makes sense when the time comes. I guess we haven't really had a good breakdown yet. The other Gavin was like, meh.
And then that lady was kind of just like,
Yeah, the closest we had to a breakdown is the waitress being like, I am not actually Russian.
I'm a pirate!
We're almost at the finish line. Hang in there, Trucy. Court is now back in session. Prosecutor Gavin. Where is Detective Crescent?
In the witness lounge, ready to be called at any time.
Very well.
Might I add, I don't believe any of this. Darian was the first detective I ever worked with. We stopped working together when he moved to Criminal Affairs Division 3. But his guitar playing, it fires my imagination.
That's nice, but it has nothing to do with the matter at hand. Correct.
Oh, I know, Herbert Forehead.
Very well, call the final witness to the stand. Detective Darian Crescent. What's up?
Name and occupation, please.
Darian Crescent, Shark! That's the Internal Affairs Division, for those of you who didn't know. And I'm a guitarist for the Gaviners. Maybe you've heard of us.
To read something from chat here real quick. Ah, so conflict of interest. Off the case with ye. Anyways, do you fully understand the circumstances under which you stand before us today?
Yeah, I understand, Your Honor. What I don't understand is how you let this happen, partner. You gave me your
You
word.
did miss your notes during the concert, and you know the price for that is going to jail.
You gave me your word I wouldn't be standing here.
The situation's changed, Darian. And don't call me partner.
So much for old friends.
You're a big jerk face. See what you're doing, Darian. You're pressing the prosecution. Your Honor, if we could begin the trial. Yes, it's high time we did. Let's hear your testimony, Mr. Shark. You may begin with your response to the Miroir's testimony. I didn't shoot him. Okay, can you go into more detail? I did not shoot him twice. That means you shot him once. In fact, if you have anything to say about it.
Oh, I got plenty to say. Lying must be a national pastime in Virginia. And wherever you're from, Mr. Justice.
Yeah, I already know you don't like me. This doesn't faze me. Conventional methods are out the window, huh? Here goes nothing. You're a big jerkfish. A jerkfish. You're a jerkfish.
Jerkfish! A diva's lying, plain and simple. She's got nothing to back up her story. In the first place, she never heard my voice. She forgot the words because she heard gunshots? As if. Didn't Detective Sky hear those gunshots during the third set anyway? The shooting took place when I was on stage, man.
Alright, so what do we present here? I'm thinking it's the mixer to literally be like, there it is, but it could also be the firecrackers. So you claim the Miroir's testimony was a lie?
Hey, don't get me wrong. I dig what she's doing, trying to protect that kid. And she's got the court eating vague statements out of her hand just because she's blind. You go too far, Darian! Look, all I'm saying is you've got a reliable witness. Why not listen to the detective?
Detective Sky? I see. He did it. Fuck. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination. Well, he didn't waste any time finding a weak spot. Can't do this with the Miroir's testimony alone. I'll have to find some other way to prove when the shooting took place. So it's just the mixer again, right?
Maybe. Okay,
At least our bar's filled again.
Yeah. Alright, real quick. Possibly a fire. Okay, I just want to make sure everything gets said.
Objection!
Yeah, it depends which setting this is in.
Remember
this, Detective Crescend.
the mixing board? What about it?
It seems that there was clear proof left behind. Right here in the Miroir's song.
Her song?
What exactly is this device? I just used this. A new variety of gramophone, perhaps. There's a reference. Come on, we just used this. And don't get me started on gramophone. I used to call them grampophones myself.
You are a gramophone.
Ring, 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 ring-a-ling. I want to move on. This device is used to record the performance part by part.
You move the sliders to adjust the volume. Each instrument is adjustable separately, the Miroir's voice included.
Oh. What does this prove? That's what I asked about the brooch, but you never freaking answered me. According to Miroir's testimony, at the moment of the shooting, she forgot the words to the song.
Ah, you intend to examine the recording at that moment, James. We might even hear those gunshots.
Exactly.
Ha! Ridiculous. Already
Oh
sweating.
no, his hair's going flaccid.
How are you supposed to hear gunshots back in that dressing room out on stage? Have you forgotten, Darian? We were all wearing these headsets. Oh. We were all deeply involved in our performance, but Miroir's headset would have picked up what she heard all the same.
Let's get to analyzing that recording. Well, at least we know it's at the beginning of the second part, so we don't have to listen to it again. Right now. You won't stop singing once you hear the shots fired. Find that spot, I'll find the gunshot. Boop. 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 And skip ahead. There it is.
Take that!
Your Honor, listen closely to this part. This is the track with the Mirror's vocals. Ugh. Why? I'm so freaking tired of this song. It annoys me less than the brooch.
The brooch annoys you more than the song. Does the song annoy you more than the window?
It's getting there. I did hear something faintly there, yes. I sound like a gunshot.
What? This has to be some kind of a... That's become some kind of mistake! Or the sound was coming over the headset along with her voice. Gavin, you're crazy, man, crazy. An upstanding prosecutor like you, even listening to this weak evidence? Man, you can barely hear that. How do you know it's a gun? Perhaps it is you who is hard of hearing, Darian. It sounds like a gunshot to me.
Admit it, you lost, Detective Crescend.
Okay, so what about the gunshots Detective Sky heard? You heard him too, didn't you? Don't even think about telling me you were mistaken.
Actually, I was. Fuck. Were you thinking of telling him that, Mr. Justice? No, Your Honor, Detective Sky and I clearly heard what sounded like gunshots. But they weren't. Because I was mistaken. Oh-ho. Also what? And I have evidence that proves it.
Then I think you'd best show it to the court. Let's see this evidence.
If you would, Mr. Justice. This evidence showing what we really heard is this.
Take that!
Some things were found at the crime scene after yesterday's trial. What things? The first with this small device.
That's the remote triggered igniter.
Correct. And one more thing. What are those? It's remains of something burnt. None of the guitar, I hope.
Traces of gunpowder were found on these fragments. We have a report that it was something like a firecracker.
How did Gavin know about this?
What? You think Detective Sky works for you? I received the report this morning before coming here. That's when I made my decision, actually.
What? What
I
decision is this, Prosecutor Gavin?
I registered Darian as a witness in today's trial. Just in case.
You were fighting so freaking hard against it. Bullshit.
I don't
This
like
raises another possibility. Oh, but you see, I called it! You, tried to stab me for suggesting it.
I'm awesome! Shut up! Worship me!
Those gunshot-like sounds during the third set. Could have been two firecrackers rigged to go off by remote control.
You all remember, in the first game, everyone loved Edgeworth. In the second game, everyone loved Franziska. And in the third game, everyone loved Cadeau. Therefore, everyone has to love me!
Who loved Franziska?
You?
I did? I know I had fun voicing her. I don't know if I loved her.
Also, hang on a second.
I just love voicing psychos at a certain point.
Okay. Okay, I was trying to see if I could get it to play a different song. It's like, if you remember, there was the bit where he, missed a cue, and I think that's when he was pressing the switch.
Probably. Yeah, I do remember that, and I think I mentioned it as, that was the point where he did a thing.
Yeah, you
We just
did.
thought it was when he pushed the button to do the recording of the gunshots.
I wanted to play that part, but it seems it's only going to do guitar Serenade, so...
Yeah, maybe it'll update it later.
Yeah, probably. You got an active imagination, don't you? but you shouldn't say every little thing you think. Your explanation there seems a bit too convenient to me.
I swear people always forget how much of a complete dick he is in this case. Yeah, I don't
He was okay during this part. He was bad before then.
And throughout...
So it's like only the middle part has he been tolerable.
I think what I don't like about him is the fact that he has the same, like, smug, I'm always right, you're an idiot, etc., thing. But then he never gets shut down because, it's like, but here's how it actually happened. I knew that! Whereas with, like, Edgeworth and Von Karma and whatnot, it was always like, they're being smug, and then you're like, but this happened. You're like, what? How did I not know about this? Whereas him, it's like, I knew that. I was just waiting for you to say it.
Yeah, now all the times we pressured him earlier during this session, he's like, no, I had a feeling.
Yeah, I hate that. And, I hope he's the killer of the fourth case, then he goes away.
Doubt it, but we'll see.
Maybe the victim.
Possible.
Maybe the judge.
Also, excuse me, Mr. Gavin.
It's time for a Clavgav theory! Order! So you're saying these firecrackers just happened to go off, right when two witnesses came walking by. Ha!
That's right! Darian was out on stage when it happened, Apollo. How would he know someone was backstage right then?
If a firecracker goes off in the forest, there's no one there to hear. You get my drift? Why go through the trouble, man?
How do I explain this?
That's actually a good point. I actually don't know about that one. How would he have known someone is there?
There was a headset on the ground. Could have just been tuned on.
Maybe.
It was in the hallway.
Yeah, that is true.
That's the only thing I got, is he had to have left that there on purpose. You would think he would leave it somewhere other than the middle of the freaking floor, but apparently it's invisible.
I mean, if he had it too hidden, it would be too, like, once we found it, it'd be too obvious it was trying to be hidden. Here, it just looked like it was someone dropped it.
How do I explain this?
He may not look it, but Darian is a gifted detective.
This is another thing. Dude fucking switches sides on a dime. It's like Apollo makes a good point. I knew it all along. The witness makes a counterpoint. I was with the witness all along.
Show any weakness and he's sure to find it.
He may not look it, partner. Gee, thanks, man.
That reminds me. I happened to pass through that very hallway several times that day myself. And I saw something odd there just before the third set.
Oh, now he gets to point it out.
I fucking hate him.
Something odd.
A headset! The kind all the band and staff members were wearing.
Why does he get to point it out?
I fucking hate him.
That's right. Gavin's so smart, he should be the defense. We picked this up in front of the dressing room door.
What if that headset wasn't dropped, but placed? And what if it was turned on?
You could hear what was going on in the hallway. Even if you were out on stage.
Fair. Whose side are you on, Gavin? Listen to me, Darian. There are no sides in a court of law.
That's...
Doesn't fucking feel like it.
In any case, I believe a case has been made. Gunshots were heard during the second set, which means Lemiro's testimony was true. Yeah.
Order. So, she was telling the truth about what she heard. I was telling the truth about what I heard. Just after that, there was a gunshot, and then the guitar caught on fire.
Detective Crescent, you weren't on stage during the second set. You could have done it!
But why did we only hear one gunshot on the record? Thank you. I'm okay with this line of questioning. Weren't 2 bullets fired from this weapon? Lemire was moving through the air vent, Your Honor. She must not have been close enough for her might to catch the first shot. But then, as she passed over the dressing room, the gun fired again and Mr. Latouse's life was taken. Well, Detective Crescend?
I'm playing with my penis hair. Once again, I am reminded of some...
Oh, I guess everyone's got to do it. Oh, I just remembered.
I can't wait for the judge to do it. I just remembered.
Oh,
Guilty.
I just remembered. I was trying to hurry up this trial to go visit a dying child.
Hey, Unstoppable, just without any further spoilers, yes or no, is Clavier Gavin going to be prosecutor in any future games? So funny, this fandom loves to flanderize characters so much that they always accuse the games of flanderization because they don't match the fandom's image of the character. No. Okay, thank God.
Oh, this is his last bout already? Interesting. Okay.
Well, like, I meant for this game. Like, after this game. I assume he's going to be in case 4, but, like, it seemed like each game had a different one. The first one had like, Edgeworth, second had Franziska, third had Godot, and then, like, so they'll also, like, have Winston at the start. It seemed like that's kind of what they were going for. Our performance that day.
Her performance, did he fuck up at some point?
Seeing the mixing board jogged my memory. You were there too, Herbert Forehead. I'm an asshole. My penis is small and I make up for it by being a huge dick.
What does that mean for Mr. Forehead? Not you, not me, the other guy.
I don't know the size of your penis and I don't want to know.
I meant your shark friend.
Oh! His is also small! But his is doubly small, so he has to make up for it in 2 ways, by being a huge dick and having dick hair! Any future appearance he has are very limited. Okay. Thank God. Just the way people treat future titles is fucking horrible, and this is giving me so much validation. Yeah, I fucking hate this guy. Anyway. I thought it strange at the time. How could you miss such a simple cue? I know you. I know how you play. You're better than that. Yeah, well,
You what? And Prosecutor Gavin, what are you getting at? I'm saying he's a punk-ass bitch.
I'm talking about the murder weapon, Mr. Latouse's 45 caliber hand cannon. As we have learned...
Oh, is it not that he had to press a switch? Is it that he fucked up his arm?
Maybe. As we have learned, even the shooter doesn't go unscarred with a revolver of that size. The kickback is enough to dislocate your shoulder if you're an amateur.
Wait. You mean his playing was effective because he hurt himself shooting that revolver?
Ha! You're forgetting something.
Yes, Detective Crescend.
I'm a trained police officer, you know. I've had firearms training. Plenty of it. Yeah, but that's not a standard issue police gun! I'm no amateur. The standard sidearm issued to police officers is a 38 caliber weapon. A much tamer beast. Also, the murder weapon belonged to the victim, Mr. Latouse, which suggests there was a struggle between killer and victim.
So, the killer might not have been holding the revolver correctly when he fired. Is that what you mean?
The thought had occurred to me, yes!
So is Gavin just gonna lead this section of the case? Are we just gonna be here?
Just have to get this case and then one more, and then we never have to deal with him again. Okay.
What does the witness have to say anything to this? Detective Crescend.
What I want to ask is what Mr. Sleeves Rolled Up Ready for Action has to say. Hey, you, attorney!
What's up?
Exactly which piece of your evidence is decisive again? You got a little noise on a tape that could be anything. No. And you have an alleged guitar cue missed due to a .45 caliber kickback. I weep for this case, Gavin, I really do. You can line up your little weak pieces of evidence all you want. I didn't shoot that manager. And that's the obvious truth.
We haven't had to bring up the cocoon yet. The witness has a point. Defense's arguments, while persuasive, are not decisive. I haven't said shit against this guy yet. It's all been Gavin. I believe we should hear what the witness has to say in response to the case so far. Your testimony, please, Detective Christian. Tell us your reasons why you couldn't have done it.
I'm a punk-ass bitch. Come on, why would I even want to kill that manager? You want a reason? Easy. I got no motive, man. This was that diva's first trip to this country, right? I gotta possibly know her manager. If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him?
Alright, so which part of this do we tackle?
Well, first
The
let's
cocoon part, or the fact that he was an Interpol officer?
first see if we have anything from the bracelet.
Alright. Simple reason indeed. Prosecutor Gavin, is it the case that Mr. Latouche had not been to our country before?
According to our records, yes, not even once.
Alright, cocoon it is. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination. Great, now I need to find a motive. Money. So, predictive question here, Max.
What?
When he breaks down, is his hair going to explode, or is his zipper going to come undone?
I hope it's the hair, because I don't think he's wearing anything underneath that. Alright, let's press everything, because I wasn't entirely clear on where to play something, present something, so let's see what we have to say.
I would take the second one, but let's see.
Hold it!
Our manager, sure, but Mr. Latouche was.
Oh, right, sorry. An Interpol agent, wasn't he? I just have trouble picturing that big lunk as an undercover cop, you dig? And not a very good one, seeing as how he got wasted.
Dude, that's not cool. That's cold, dog.
Not that it matters either way. See, I had no reason to kill the man, whatever he was.
Hold it!
That's the same for Maki. No motive was proven for him.
Come on! He traveled around the world with that old fart. He had plenty of time to come up with a motive of his own. More than I sure did. I mean, think about it.
Hold it!
Darian, you're a detective with international affairs.
Yeah, what of it?
Even if this was Mr. Latouche's first trip to this country, you still could have met him prior to the concert.
Huh?
Or don't you take any international trips in international affairs? That's right. Well, Detective Crescent.
That's your game, is it? Guess I better confess then.
Confess!
Yeah, it's a bit of an embarrassment, but I've never been sent overseas.
But you're an international...
See, me and Plain's got a difference of opinion. We don't like each other much. My condolences, Herbert Forehead, but he's telling the truth. He's never set foot outside the country. I can guarantee it.
Didn't it get said that, like, when Gavin went to Virginia, wasn't he there with the Gaviners?
I don't remember.
As it turns out, my division has plenty of work to do locally as well.
That's so unfair. So you didn't fraternize with him at all during the concert?
Fraternize? Heh, I don't think we exchanged a single word. As if anyone would want to talk to that old Eastern blockhead. Now the ladies, that's a different matter altogether.
Man, I'm gonna be honest, Rhino. I think I'm drowning in the sleaze this guy's producing.
So you see,
Hold it!
You sure about that?
what? Wipe that look off your face before I do it for you. Listen, you try throwing out one of your wild accusations. I'll throw it back at you so hard you'll forget who you're accusing of what.
But forehand, perhaps it's best if you let your evidence do the talking, James.
Man, what evidence? That's what I want to know.
So he's using this motive question as ammunition, huh? Well, I got ammunition too. Evidence. Cocoon?
I'll try it.
Objection!
Yeah. I thought it was a bit of a leap, but no.
Your Honor, take a look at this. Oh, what's that? Looks like candy. It's not. Don't lick it, please. Detective Crescend. Ever seen this before?
It's like a piece of candy.
What it is evidence. Don't lick it before you try it. Specifically, this is a replica of a cocoon. It was found among the victim's belongings. Cocoon, never seen one that color.
It is a variety only found in the Republic of Virginia. Nowhere else.
Alright, but what is this cocoon replica doing in my courtroom? Surely this has nothing to do with a motive for killing Mr. Latouche. Does it? It does. I mean, I think it does.
You don't sound so confident, man.
A cocoon. Is it one of those silky cocoons? Kind that you could make, well, silk out of. Not this one. This cocoon makes a powerful curative. Curative for what?
Apparently, it is most efficacious at treating a disease thought incurable. It is the only medicine of its kind. However, it is illegal to take one of these healing cocoons out of Virginia.
Whatever for. If it's such a miracle cure, why not share it with the world?
Yeah, that's what I've been wondering.
We looked into the matter at some length. Apparently, it isn't difficult at all to manufacture the remedy from the cocoon. Yet, if you change the process only slightly, you could easily make a large quantity of something else entirely. A deadly poison, in fact.
Ah, so they don't trust other people not to fuck it up.
Ah, sure.
Which is fair. Well, what?
There was an incident several years ago where some of these got out onto the black market. It caused quite the commotion in the global community, though the media was kept largely unaware.
Intriguing.
All this has led to a strict ban on the cocoon's export, one rigidly enforced by Interpol among others.
Interpol. Right. The victim, Romain Latouche, was an Interpol agent. Detective Crescend, you insist on referring to him as a manager. That is misleading. Romain Latouche wasn't killed as a manager. He was killed as an undercover agent.
So I was trying to smuggle this gumball into the country? That what you're trying to say?
I'm saying that could well be a motive for murder.
Oh, so I was gonna sell it on the black market, make myself a pretty penny. Ridiculous! I mean, totally unthinkable!
Unthinkable, you say? Why? Perhaps it's time for another testimony about this smuggling of cocoons business. Dang. We haven't actually got that, like, pretty much anything at all from pressing in this portion of the case, I've noticed. all it does is hint at us to where we might need to actually present something, but we have like only gotten one extra statement from pressing so far.
Yeah, but, I mean, you never know. International Affairs got a memo about these cocoons. Interpol's all hot and bothered about them. Can't sell them on the black market, too dangerous. Yeah, cocoon smuggling ain't exactly lucrative anymore. Man, I'm in International Affairs, I know the deal!
I don't know where we would point anything out about that one.
Probably this.
Probably, yeah. You can't sell them on the black market, but you can sell them on the white market. Indeed. Interpol wanted these cocoons bad enough to send Mr. Latouche undercover.
You kids think up the craziest things. But no way am I gonna risk life and limb just to get my hands on some dirty cocoon money.
Not the most notable of statements, but duly noted.
According to reports, these are cocoons top Interpol's list. Selling them to an underground organization would be risky.
Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. That's the only motive I got. He was up to something, and I'm going to find out what.
Alright, so I think we present the newspaper on one of these.
The black market one? I think it may be the fourth one, yeah. The ain't exactly lucrative.
Alright.
Objection!
Yep, there we go.
Nailed it. Why not choose a less dangerous buyer then? I would.
How clueless are you? Everyone in the market's dangerous. The second they found out I was a cop, I can kiss my keister goodbye.
Why sell to a black market buyer? How about someone like this? Article, that's about the Chief Justices. A deadly poison can be extracted from the cocoon, but so can a cure. And not a cure for just any disease. A cure for incuritis. Incuritis? I've heard of that somewhere. You went to visit a victim of the disease this morning. Aha! Well, that's the disease the Chief Justice's son has. You aren't saying. Our witness is a detective. He would have contact with the Chief Justice. We're saying Chief Justice would never deal in contraband. Not even to save his own son's life. But even if the deal went through, why, it'd be an international scandal. That's Detective Crescen's insurance. Before it ever got out, the one with his neck on the line would be the Chief Justice. Detective Crescend, is this true?
First I'm a murderer, now I'm a smuggler. How many crimes are you trying to pit on me anyway?
I got a whole book here. Let's throw a dart. Assault. Yep, you're guilty for that one too. What next?
Died and dashing!
Kidnapping. You did transport an unconscious child, so I'm gonna call that. Alright. Next one. Oh, where's my third dart? Mr. Justice, go ahead and I'm gonna find this. For the record, I pulled those two out of my ass and then realized he did actually do it.
I was just like, died and dashing!
Tasteful as it is to think about if the Chief Justice were the buyer. My seller couldn't hope for a better deal. Very cowardly seller.
Don't let sleeves over there trick you. So I made a deal with the Chief Justice? Where's your proof?
Yeah, isn't that the fucking tricky part? Well...
Oh yeah, and you're forgetting one other important thing.
Do tell.
Interpol isn't the only ones out there watching this. Virginian Customs barely sleeps, they're so worried about cocoons getting out.
Oh, we got that part. Alright, so we were informed. Let's continue with the cross-examination. And...
Objection!
guitar. Actually, there is one way.
What?
One way to get something out of the country, no checks. What is it? You become a prosecutor. Prosecutor?
Ah! I don't believe it!
I may be going to jail. Leave it, Prosecutor Gavin. What was it that you told me yesterday at your office?
Ah!
Intimate.
Me,
Love
me,
me.
me, 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 me. Me, 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 me.
Special shipping service. Right up to my office. Did I get that right, Prosecutor Gavin? Untouched?
Quite! The guitar was wrapped in several sheets and vacuum packed in Virginia. The pack was untouched until the day of the concert. Are you saying the guitar was...
With cocoons this small, it would have been very easy to use your guitar as a mule to smuggle a cocoon out of Virginia.
Try will now take a break for the purpose of rocking out!
What? I can't hear you over these sick beats. Which reminds me, Prosecutor Gavin. That guitar had some work done on it recently, right? Work?
Good memory, Herbert Forehead. Oh no. I hate that word.
An igniter. Exactly. Consider this if you will. What if that igniter wasn't the only thing that was attached inside your guitar?
You mean...
He means this, of course.
There was a way to get a cocoon out of the country. They could use picky Prosecutor Gavin's privileged guitar as a mule.
Yeah.
And who better to do that than someone with access, like a member of the band?
York! Me York! I'm a fuzzy.
Order!
Candy!
Shark head soup. For the igniter.
Was placed in there for a clear reason, it seems.
It was a safety precaution. Precaution?
Ah, Herbert Forehead. At last it all comes together. I knew it all along.
Every strange thing that happened that day. Care to review? Maestro, the gentle sounds of Lemiroir's ballad, if you would, again.
First, my keys were stolen, a harmless misdemeanor, which forced me to break the lock on my guitar case.
The key was stolen to retrieve the cocoon from the guitar. I see. But things didn't go so well. The smuggler wasn't counting on the guitar being wrapped. Only a member of the band could get near that case. Unwrapping the guitar would raise too many suspicion. Then the concert began. Right about this time, a very large problem presented itself to the smuggler. What's that? Mr. Latouche. Ah!
Mr. Latouche, an undercover agent, was onto something. He would have known about the guitar. He'd only have to check the shipping records. So, Mr. Latouche tried to examine the guitar himself.
If the cocoon were confiscated then, the jig would be up. The only thing left for the smuggler to do was to get rid of the whole lot.
Tomer, press the switch now.
guitar burst into flames and the cocoon was lost. And then Mr. Latouche died.
With Lemiroir there to witness it.
There's your case.
Brilliant, man!
Potato Crescend?
I gotta know. You make all that up on the fly? For a made-up story, it makes a great deal of sense, Darian. Feh, the Republic of Virginia? Sorry, man, but I haven't even been there. True, you haven't. Huh, let's
Which
see you
means
make
you
up a
had an
story for that
accomplice.
kid. How'd I hide the cocoon in the first place, huh?
Yeah, it's not so hard to imagine. You had help. Virginian accomplice. That's all. That you had an accomplice was clear from the start. The voice Lemiroir heard proves it.
Press the switch.
You made this transmission from backstage.
While your co-conspirator was on stage.
Well, who was it? Zit, the coup de grace. And for once, I know what I'm doing. Only one person who could have helped him. Let's see what Mr. Justice has to say then. Be warned. With a great accusation comes a great responsibility. Make up your answer on the fly, as it were, and you'll be harshly penalized. Are you ready, Mr. Justice? Who was the smuggler's accomplice? It was Maki. Sorry, Maki, you did not murder, but you may be killed. Ahem. There is only one person who meets all the requirements of the accomplice, and that person is the defendant, Maki Tabai. But Mr. Justice, he's your client.
A defense
Yeah, only for
attorney.
murder.
A defense attorney accusing his client? That's a new one.
I assure you, no one is more unhappy about this than I.
Maki, I am! I'm gonna die!
That was your fault. But I am here to defend him in the murder of Mr. Latouche. Smuggling's not my biz. And I stand by my statement earlier that he is innocent of that particular crime. Indeed, the defendant is Borginian. He does meet the basic requirements to be the accomplice. But what if it was in fact Lemiroir? It couldn't have been. Well, you seem sure of yourself. The reason is the electronic signals, Your Honor. Electronic signals. Recall that this remote only works at a range of 30 feet. Beyond that, it's useless. Yes, it's true. Now, think back to the testimony. When the shooter made his transmission, Lemiroir was in the air vent, right above the dressing room where the shooter stood. Let's look at the stage diagram. In this area that the remote could reach, this is the area the remote could reach from the air vent. Well, looking at this, seems Lemiroir could still have done the deed. No. When the shooter made that transmission, the stage was slightly different than shown here. It was in the middle of the guitar serenade. Part of the stage was erect. Prosecutor Gavin and Lemiroir's stand-in were in the air. They were on a tower, which happens to be 15 feet tall. In other words,
Raised, but okay.
the remote couldn't have worked from Lemiroir's position in the air vent. Oh.
Apollo's client so far: his cryptic as hell boss, a gangster, and a smuggler.
Yep. Well, Detective Crescend, what do you say to that?
Your Honor,
Yes, Detective?
can we see the video where Gavin's guitar burns? Just one more time.
I don't see why not. Oh, don't tell me he has a way out of this. There it is.
Too bad, so sad, punk.
I don't get it.
Punk?
First you were Sleeves, then Kid, now Punk. Losing rank fast, Apollo.
What exactly were we supposed to see in this video?
The problem isn't with what we see. Correct, Darian? Right, it's what you hear. We are musicians, after all.
Care to explain for us non-musicians?
Sure thing, punk. Let me get your yarn straight first. You're saying I ordered the wee pianist to set off that igniter? That right?
Yeah.
Well, in order to do that, you'd have to press a switch. Am I right?
Okay.
Well, take another listen. Pay attention to the piano.
Piano. Is they saying that the piano didn't stop playing? I didn't hear anything odd about the note right before it, but we may need to bring out the mixer. What seems to be the problem there?
Well, now I have to know.
Yeah, so start at the second part.
I'm just gonna stay here just so I, like, make sure I know I get the right spot.
There it was.
Oh. That was... The thing lit up long before that, though.
I think you may have been right when you said something about where we found it, about it fucking up the notes if it was hidden to be hit by the hammer of the piano. Maybe it's not off. Because we saw when it lights up.
Yeah.
Piano sounded just fine.
And that's the problem. Man, you still don't get it? Yeah, how's he supposed to hit that switch if he's playing? You got Miss Diva, the guitar, the bass, the piano, and the drums. The only one with her hands free was the Diva. The Miroir. But according to you, she couldn't have been the accomplice, could she? Your accomplice would have had a hard time helping out if they couldn't even press a switch.
God damn it, we're listening to the freaking song again. Piano plays non-stop. I mean, the piano could have been a recording, but he couldn't have pressed that switch. Well, Mr. Justice, piano does seem to be playing when the guitar catches fire. Well...
It's okay. We all make mistakes sometimes.
Apollo, were you wrong?
I can't be wrong. I'm Apollo Justice. Everything makes perfect sense. How could it all just...
Strange.
What's strange?
No, it's just... something's odd about the performance there.
Odd? Mr. Justice. If Maki Tabai didn't press that switch, then he could not be the accomplice you claim he is. But everything points to it. Every fact says that he's an accomplice.
You got the facts wrong, man. Here's some facts for you. Gavin's guitar is on fire, but the pianist didn't press that switch. In other words, your story is full of holes.
Mr. Justice, let's hear your final opinion on this matter now. Was the defendant, Maki Tabai, the accomplice? Your answer will reflect on everything you said here. Give it some thought.
Apollo, if Maki's not the accomplice, then our whole case is ruined.
I know that. It has to be him. He was the only one who could have helped the smuggler. He had to have pressed the switch.
Well, you better find a way to prove it.
My hands are so veiny. What do I do?
There has to be something that doesn't fit. Something odd.
Something odd. Just like the words of Prosecutor Gavin, my secret hero in this case, for some fucking reason. Wait a second.
What? You thought of something?
What was Gavin saying?
I said this literally like 5 fucking seconds ago.
What are we, Naruto? It's not much to go on, but it's all I've got. What exactly did he hear that was odd? I don't know, Apollo. We tried to listen. You come up with something, Mr. Justice. I remind you that everything rests on this. Can you prove Maki Tabai pressed that switch? Let's hear your final answer. Can you prove that Maki Tabai pressed the switch? I assume the answer is yes. It just may be on a different, part of the recording. I don't know if you can call this proof per se, but I can prove it was possible.
Then, as prosecutor, it falls to me to ask you to show us evidence supporting this. How about Forehead? You're sure about this? Ha! Accept it. There's no evidence, man.
Let's see your evidence, Mr. Justice. On what do you base your claim the defendant pressed the switch?
Take that!
Basis for my claim is music, Your Honor. Music? What about music? Let's listen to the piano part around the time when the switch was to be pressed. Right before the guitar burst into flame. Alright, let's try this again. I got nothing.
There was a really low note in there.
I guess. I hear a piano being played. Doesn't it sound kind of simple?
He was using one hand.
Oh, alright. Simple.
I think I know what he's suggesting. You think Maki could have played that part with one hand?
One hand. You only needed one hand to press that switch. He could play the piano with the other. So is it literally just he knew that the piano part was just going to be fairly simple at that point? So he was just like, this is the part where I'll set it on fire.
I think it might have more been like he didn't know, and just expected Maki to figure it out, and so Maki just, like, pressed it quickly and, like, hoped nobody would notice. Huh? What, so you're some kind of piano savant?
Actually, no.
Then what do you know? You can't play a part like that with one hand.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know what I'm talking about here. Wait, I know. Hey, Trucy.
Yeah, you got something?
Mr. Wright, your father, he's a pianist. Could he...
Oh, Daddy? He couldn't play a part like that even if he had 3 hands.
So sorry. So sad for you.
No, not really.
Huh?
That was just the easy way to prove it. There's always the hard way.
Man, how are you gonna prove whether he played it with one hand or 2? You can't!
I admit it'll be rather difficult to prove. But it's highly likely he was playing with one hand.
How do you know that?
Who is the prosecutor Gavin described as sounding odd? What sounded odd? I'll bet we could tell by listening to a certain part of the song.
No way.
Seems to be come to the moment of truth at last. Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say for himself. Show us the part that proves the defendant was playing with one hand. Right before the guitar burst into flame. Like he was definitely playing one-handed just before the guitar got fire. And one section of the song proves it. God damn it. I could not tell with this freaking part. Oh, was it just a section?
Take that!
That's a section? I'm afraid I don't hear it. What's your opinion as an artist, Prosecutor Gavin?
It's a beautiful song. The lyrics are outstanding.
I'll take that to mean there isn't a problem with this section at all. I think it was a little later. Wait, so what was the odd thing Gavin heard? Switch was pressed in the first half of the second verse, right? Ah, you were a little late. I know, I just need to find a place to compare to that.
Oh!
Your Honor, if you give me one more chance, I think I can find it. I suppose we don't have a choice. Very well. When the defendant was playing with one hand when the switch was pressed, show us the part that proves it. Maybe go to like the first half of the third section? I think I'm getting something. It's very subtle, though. Okay, so he missed a note where it goes dun 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 dun.
So
He missed the deep note.
Take that!
No, it was a little further. They're giving us infinite chances here, so they know it's tricky, but yeah, it was a little further.
wait a minute.
Yeah, that dun dun dun.
I thought because he keeps pointing out the lyrics, so I thought maybe that meant the vocals part was what we needed.
No. It's
Okay.
just the section they want. I do think it's the first half of the third section, but maybe me. Yeah, it was that just now, that little trill.
Take that!
That. No? Is it the first section? Maybe there's some in the last section.
Take that!
Do they want the first section? I don't know what they're trying to do here, Max, I'll be honest.
They all sound the same.
Maybe it's the second half of the second section when you listen to. I'm starting to forget where we're aiming for, because that was the gunshot. And so then it would have been about here where he sets it off.
No, because it started sparking before that.
God damn it, I'm getting confused.
Me too.
I don't even know where it happened at this point. I'm afraid to suggest this. Can we... Well, I guess we can't consult the video now.
We can now.
Okay. Where the hell did it set on fire?
Right here.
Pleasure, which is the second verse.
Right, that is when the gunshot. Wait.
Yeah, there we go. So the spark happens in the second section. For some reason, on the one we were listening to just now, the gunshot kept happening on the third section. It was confusing me.
Yeah.
I don't know if like something got reversed here or something. See, why is the gunshot there now?
Take that! Take that!
What?
Was it the first?
I was just gonna.
Oh wait,
I was gonna start mashing through the entire thing, and it's right at the fucking start.
that was the only section we didn't select. Kyber thinks that maybe this is a zoomed in part of the song, and that the two sections were put into the fourth sectional thing.
Maybe.
To let you zoom in, essentially. Which would make sense of where the gunshot was moved, but the fact that they didn't tell us.
Yeah.
Whatever. We got it. It's been like 10 minutes on that damn thing. Prosecutor Gavin, I'm sure you've realized by now that for some reason they zoomed us in and didn't tell us. And that may be of what was odd to you.
As I'm sure you've realized it yourself, Herbert Forehead.
But it's pretty cool to
I kind of want to listen to it again because I couldn't tell the damn difference.
Let's see.
And we're back to the original.
Hang on.
I got nothing. Do you get anything?
No, I have no idea.
I'll demonstrate, I guess. Let's listen to the part in question again, shall we? Pay any particular attention to the but a fleeting melody. Get any of that up?
Sorry,
Pay attention to
no, we're good. We're good. We're good. I was just
phase.
We're good.
I got nothing.
Man, how many times do we have to listen to the same thing? My thoughts exactly, man!
I got nothing. You're right, enough of that, I guess. I don't know. I'm worried this is going to become a thing and we're not going to be able to tell again. I literally cannot hear it. Let's listen to it again, shall we? The guitar bursts into flame at the end of the second verse. Let's listen to the same spot in the first verse. Pay attention to Oh That Night in Your Embrace. Someone talking in the background.
I got it!
It was the do.
Yeah! Oh my god!
I never heard that, though.
Sorry, I skipped his text. He was just saying play verse 2 again. Yeah, I didn't realize it.
I'm so excited no one else gets to speak.
Sorry, I...
Well, I missed it this time. God damn it. Go back to the fucking evidence. I want to listen again.
Well, no, that's gonna be everything. We need just the... Here we go.
You talked like right over it.
Sorry.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
I am sorry about that.
That was irking. They feel the same, true. But they're very clearly different.
What?
Someone talking in the background now, very hard to do a listening challenge. Well put, Your Honor. The phrase in verse 2 is quite simple. Same phrase in verse 1 as high and low notes. You have to use two hands to play that for sure. Oh.
Yeah! What's that prove?
I would think you'd know that by now.
This is why I hate dealing with amateurs, man! So the two verses had different arrangements. Happens all the time.
Not this time, Darian. There's no point in changing an arrangement if you can't hear it clearly. And that wasn't the point. I had it placed specifically so that the piano would stay in the background.
Oh.
Oh! That was what I noticed. Why should the same phrase sound slightly different, I asked myself.
Now ask yourselves why Monkey changed how he played. Did Discord eat it again?
Yeah, in just the second half.
And there's only one answer. He needed a free hand in order to press the switch.
New York! New York!
New York? Order! I believe this ties all the facts together. Well, Prosecutor Gavin.
Yes, quite. Though personally, this comes as a terrible disappointment.
No comeback? I can't believe it. I finally did it. I shut him up. Very well. Barring an objection from the prosecution, I will now state the court's opinion on this matter.
Good show, Sleeves. Oh, great show.
It's not over. I don't like it when he looks so happy.
Yeah, we gotta have the final bit of evidence. You tell him, Gavin. Tell him what's so disappointing. Personally, I'm terribly disappointed in you, Herbert Forehead.
What the... Me?
Yes, don't get me wrong, your case is solid. The facts all check out. But even now, you have yet to show us a single piece of decisive evidence.
Yeah, but anyone could see it was him. Unfortunately, anyone does not include the law. I'm afraid your case doesn't cut it. But... 1,000 facts might point towards the same conclusion. But without decisive evidence, it's not proof. That's the rule under our current legal system. I don't believe it. It does not seem as though the defense has any more evidence to present.
Oh, I think if we did, we already would have seen it a long ways back.
It is unfortunate, but at present this court is unable to acknowledge your accusation. What? Truth is staring us all right in the face. Why can't they see it? What's the point of a legal system that protects criminals?
Apollo! Remember what Daddy said?
Not the conventional way. Good luck. Find his igniter.
Wonder what he meant by every man's igniter.
I think he just meant a weak spot now. The kind of thing that a single spark could turn to a wildfire of emotion. I won't be able to press him further by conventional means. Gotta find a weak spot in this guy's something fatal.
So, can I get back to work now or what? It may look like I got a lot of time on my hands, but I got no more time to play pretend with this deadweight attorney.
Well, Mr. Justice, we've come this far without decisive evidence. This witness won't be coming back to the stand once we let him go. Every man has an igniter.
Huh?
Didn't you say the better the guitar, the brighter it burns, Prosecutor Gavin?
Ah, yes. Good guitars are kept dry is why. That provides the best sound.
Even a small spark could cause irreparable damage. Your plan has an igniter in it too, Detective. It was there from the very beginning.
What?
Fighting time, Justice. If you blow this one, be out of your hands for good.
Go for it, Apollo!
What, and this igniter's supposed to come burn me up? That's almost poetic there, Mr. Attorney. All the better. I'm rather fond of poetry. And I intend to hear this one through to the very end. Herbert Forehead, you are accusing this man, Darian Crescent, of 2 crimes. The murder of Mr. Latouche and the smuggling of a Virginian cocoon. This is your last chance to prove your case.
Trial has already run on for far too long.
Don't I know it?
Mr. Justice, this will be my last warning. The moment this igniter of yours turns out to be a dud, it's the moment this cross-examination ends. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Let's have it. Show us the basis for these accusations against Darien Crescent. Alright, this is really my last chance. The key that will take apart Darien Crescent's plan is... I mean, is it Lumiere again? Because she's the one he tried to shut up.
From the very beginning.
That, or you could just ask Maki. Your igniter isn't a piece of evidence.
Huh? So what is...
It's true that I couldn't show decisive evidence. But perhaps what I needed to prove my case was something else. Esther, he doesn't know that Maki refused to take the stand.
You mean a witness?
It's one of the two. Proving his guilt is a tall order. But I've got just the person to do it. Very well, Mr. Justice. Who is this person who can prove Darien Crescent's guilt? What do we think, Maki or Lumiere?
We only have one we're only gonna get one penalty if we're wrong,
Okay,
so...
Alright, I'm now caught up.
Okay, sorry, I was
So
saying...
what did you
I was saying that since we're only getting one penalty if we fail, I just went for Maki first. And then if that was wrong, I would have done Lumiere.
Alright. The one person who can prove Darien Crescent's guilt is the defendant Maki Tabai, because he's your accomplice. Quiet again. Maki Tabai was an accomplice to the cocoon smuggling plot. Without him, Darien Crescent could not have gotten the cocoon. Furthermore, he can easily prove that the one who plotted to smuggle that cocoon. Furthermore, he is the real criminal in this case. How so? It would require just one of the very cocoons Mr. Latouche was looking for. With the cooperation of the Republic of Virginia, we could burn a cocoon. A burnt cocoon would leave a particular residue. A residue we would, no doubt, also find inside the burnt-out guitar. Ah, very scientific of you.
What does Maki have to do with this?
Thus, if Maki Tabai acknowledges his agreement with Darien Crescent concerning the attempted smuggling of a Borginian cocoon, the case is solved.
Darian's laughing again.
Your unrelenting passion is remarkable. You really want to get me, don't you? Too bad you'll never be able to.
Why not?
A little key tickler won't acknowledge anything. Especially not anything to do with cocoon smuggling.
What's this all about?
Taking a cocoon out of the country means death. By Borginian law. Yeah, see? If our pianist really was a smuggler, then testifying about it would be suicide. Believe me, he's not talking.
But you're wrong, Detective Crescent.
What?
It's the other way around. If Maki doesn't admit to smuggling here, he's in deep trouble.
Huh? How?
Look, if Maki admits to smuggling here, then he'll be tried in our courts, by our laws. You don't get the death penalty for smuggling in our country. The victim in this case was an undercover Interpol agent. I'm sure that news has already reached Virginia.
And they'll likely broadcast our dealings in court today. Including the part about the Borginian cocoon. Yeah, but...
But if Maki doesn't admit to smuggling now, he'll eventually be picked up by the Borginian police. And it's not like he's in any danger in our court. We're not going to find him guilty of murder here. Not now.
Yeah, but you can't do this. You can't You can't accuse me!
Maybe the law doesn't allow it. But who's gonna think you're really innocent after hearing this trial? Same goes for Maki Dabai.
Yeah.
Cocoon smuggling, your entire plan. Maki Dabai knows everything. There's only one way out of it for him. And that's to acknowledge his own crime. The crime of cocoon smuggling.
Don't worry there. I'll get you out of the country. I'll set you up someplace. A hidden mansion? Real nice. You want a house made out of cookies? Or no, a house made out of pianos? Come on! Please! Don't take!
Rhino, we were both wrong about what would happen.
Huh, I didn't expect him to sword fight with his hair.
Darian, I consider that my last session with you. We rocked.
I'm guessing we could treat that outburst as a confession.
Uh-oh, he's laughing again.
Kind of sick desperation in it now, though. Yeah, it's like the actual breakdown was fine, the aftermath was eh. Well, have you been listening to today's trial? Yes. And you'll talk. You'll tell this court everything. Didn't want it to turn out this way. But I'm not the kind of lawyer that can overlook a crime.
Today's trial was all for your benefit, you know. I see no reason why you should hesitate now.
I knew. From the beginning, I knew.
There were worms.
Maki. Situation. I cannot explain, but money I needed. Very much money. Today's trial raises a delicate issue with our legal system. The only thing definite in a court of law is evidence. This is the golden rule, however.
It has become apparent that not all things can be tried by this standard.
Should another case of this sort surface, we may have to consider an alternative system by which to administer justice. Anyway, Mr. Maki Tabai. Yes. I promise you will receive a fair trial by the laws of our country. And with regards to the current charges for the murder of Mr. Latouche, this court is prepared to announce a verdict. Ain't you a fucking pretty boy? I thank you. I only lie, but you see truth. You find truth. That's our job. Very well. The court finds the defendant Maki Tabai
Not guilty! Woo!
Anthony! Woo! Yay! Does he still go to jail for smuggling and perjury?
Probably.
Probably. Court is adjourned.
Wait, not yet! Whew!
Kind of a fizzle at the end there, admittedly.
Yeah,
It's like we line up everything. It's like, too bad you don't have evidence. Accomplice, would you like to say something? He did it. Bitchin', we win now.
I'll be honest, I think that was the point, and I feel like I know where this is going.
I think I've heard of a particular thing that may happen at the end of this game. Only in vague terms, but I see how they're leading up to it.
Yeah, I think the whole idea is it's supposed to feel like a fizzle out here, because it's like, you did everything, there is nobody in the goddamn world who would see that and not be on your side, but technically, and so it makes you feel like annoyed that you have to do more.
Yeah, it's like, technically you didn't find a tiny sign that has him signed a confession saying he did it.
Yeah. And
The whole decisive evidence thing has always been kind of bull in this game.
Yeah, well, I mean, the whole idea is it's based on Japanese legal system where they don't have a jury, and whereas in in our legal system and such, there's a jury so it's like evidence still matters to prove your point to people, but it's also a case of like, do the common people as a whole recognize you as being guilty, as opposed to just can we prove definitively without an ounce of blah blah blah.
And it's hard to get like definitive shit the longer stuff goes on because people know how to hide.
Yeah. And that's why the Japanese legal system is like pretty much everyone always ends up guilty. I wonder what'll happen to Maki.
Well, they did smuggle a cocoon out of Virginia. I guess there'll be another trial here.
All's well that ends well. I had a feeling. Daddy! Oh! I owed you both my thanks.
3 Max and a me. What fanfiction is this? The Miroir.
Why? Is something wrong?
I'm sorry, Maki was your partner on stage, your friend.
Oh, actually, I hated him. Yes, I thought of him as my own son. Even now, I do. Yet, something got a hold of him. Something evil. I see that. And he must pay for what he has done. Is that not how it should be?
I'm still sorry.
Do not be sorry. You have given me courage. Courage? I am considering an eye operation.
It was my suggestion, actually.
You mean we'll be able to see again? It's funny. I have always been afraid of the light. Light seems so harsh, so unforgiving.
According to the doctor, Miroir lost her sight due to some kind of accident.
Accident?
As you know, I suffer from amnesia. I feared that if I could see, perhaps it would open my eyes to the truth I have been running from. I was scared.
You know what changed her mind? Hearing your defense in there today. She could feel your gaze, unwavering, always looking straight at the truth.
If the light returns to my eyes, I think I will take up painting.
Painting?
That's right! She's the landscape painter in sound, after all! I will paint the two of you, I promise. Woohoo! I can't wait, Lemirar!
I owe you my thanks too, Apollo.
Thanks, Mr. Raibo, for what?
You reminded me I need to hurry things along. On my secret mission, that is.
Talk a lot about this secret mission for it being secret. Alright, your secret mission.
Apollo, Trucy, I hope that we will meet again someday soon.
You bet! Me too!
And so, like a ballad, the trial flowed on until it came to the end. Thanks to the trial, the guitar Serenade was a huge hit. It's like people got to listen to it over and over and over and over.
It topped the charts just because of how much we listened to it in court!
Prosecutor Gavin's even more dazzling to look at now. But there's something I want to say to that guy.
I fucking hate...
Next time you write a ballad...
Have them catch the killer at the end. And
Juicy, how are you in my inner thoughts?
I'm always here! I'm kind of surprised. I thought there was going to be, like, the usual thing where you have to, like, present one last piece of evidence to the people, to, like, someone outside of court for something.
I mean, we used everything.
Whew!
Ugh, that was a fucking ride.
Yeah, hey, let's take a look at what the final one's gonna be. Do I not? I thought there was gonna be like a... Oh, wait, no, I remember. Hang on. Set music / background. background. I think it's like pick the, or no, here. I guess I'll just choose this.
Is that young Grammary?
Maybe. It does.
Or is that Trucy Papa?
It might be Trucy Papa, because I don't see the mustache. And
We have
also,
Stern Phoenix and some lady with a box.
she does have.
Actually, I think that might be just a paint. Might just be a paint thing.
Yeah, yeah. There's also like a lot of painting in the background here. I'm noticing. All right. I'm almost tempted to start it up and just watch the opening cutscene for before next time, but
Nah.
all right. All right then. Next time we're here, it'll be time to start Case 4. Do you have any plans on playing the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles in the future? Yes.
What are those? Is that the oldies one?
I think so. Yes. I'm planning on. I kind of want us to play everything in the Ace Attorney like franchise. I think we're probably gonna go in release order.
So, overall, my summary about that case. Gavin was a jerk in court.
Yeah.
The window was mentioned way too damn much, but I'm glad it eventually got solved. I found I struggled a lot on the hearing stuff by really trying. The brooch part makes no freaking sense to explain why she got there faster.
Well, it was basically the way it was for us in that it was like it was the thing that clued us in to eventually lead the discussion to the topic of there was someone else. They just didn't really address the actual proof of why that made sure it be known it was someone else. But
I don't know. The brooch part, it just makes no sense to me. It's just like she dropped her brooch. Yes, we knew that. We figured she did it when she stopped there. The fact that she stopped there, I mean, ugh.
Put it on throats for it's also really cheap right now. I already have it. I already have it on Steam, so I'm ready whenever we get to that. I don't have the second one. I think there's a second one.
I'll reserve judgment on like the fizzle at the end because, like you said, that might just be part of the overall plot. And if it is, good job, good feeling of like, but I did everything right. Why am I still losing?
I do think that's what the idea was. I think that is what they were going for with that. Oh,
I'm
also
didn't
no,
have to bring anything else up about Lemire War's assault, other than the fact that because she was assaulted, it must be important. And that was
yeah, I think that is what it was mainly for. Also, yeah, no, I have the game and it's a double pack, so I already have both the games. I think I have all the Ace Attorney stuff basically. Like I have because I have
But you have the investigations games too.
I think so. I don't think those have been re-released, but I have access to like their original things. Let me check real quick.
No, it was re-released recently, I believe.
Ace Attorney Investigate.
Early on
yeah.
in the summer.
I do have that as well. Yeah. So I have all the Ace Attorney stuff on Steam. Except I think
Nice.
I don't have the original trilogy, but we're not going back to that. But yeah, right. Yeah, overall
I'm liking Apollo as a attorney. He feels a bit more how can I play this? He somehow feels both new at this and yet more confident than Phoenix was a lot at times.
yeah.
Although Phoenix has like supreme confidence now.
Yeah. I think this case was overall good. It did kind of fall into the usual problem of like in these games the third case always seems to be a bit of a clusterfuck.
I enjoyed it overall though, and I definitely enjoyed that we got the vast majority of it in our one tangent theory craft.
And yet there was still stuff that we discovered as it went along, which I liked.
Yet that is also true. So we weren't able to guess everything, which keeps it interesting.
Yeah, like hearing the gunshot in the music thing was great.
Yeah. There was so much going on, I don't know how you would be expected to hear that at first unless you were really paying attention.
BGM, was this you?
I'm glad we, I'm glad they gave us infinite tries, though, on the part where we were trying to identify the section. I wish they would have said something about it being zoomed in, because that was confusing me.
They probably just expected us to figure it out from the different colors, but yeah, BGM, did you do this?
What happened?
Several things on Throne have been funded.
Yay!
Including...
I'm glad you enjoyed it, Unstoppable.
Yeah, the 10... Theorizing in this game is always so fun. Oops, I put the wrong. Hang on.
I think it was more like 20 minutes last time. We were like, okay, hold on. Pause this game. What if?
Let's just solve everything.
I will say, I think we maybe at most solved like 80%.
Yeah, like there was still stuff we didn't know, but
Yeah, because I thought theoretically he got the cocoon, but they pointed out he couldn't have. And I was like, that's fair. That's fair.
yeah. I am. It does. You know what I'm kind of upset about? We didn't. I guess we
And
didn't.
we thought he did it on his own.
We didn't really get a conclusion to like the chief's son.
Yeah. Maybe the Borginians will be like, cool, thanks for settling all that. Here's this envelope, don't mind the bulge in it.
Maybe. I feel like this is the sort of thing it should be something that they like distribute through proper channels. I feel like it's something they should be doing. And who knows, maybe they do.
I would think so. It's just illegal to smuggle it.
Yeah. But yeah, also, I assume it's BGM, pastry guy who did this, but, a few games on Steam have been funded, including one thing that I've been really wanting to stream for a little while. The Henry Stickmin collection.
Ah. That's a journey.
Yeah, from what I've heard, yes it
Rip
is.
Charles.
Dude, mobile chat sucks bad. Twitch mobile in general is pretty bad. Yeah, there's that, Deltarune, and a shirt.
Yes. Sadly, I think you're probably still going to wait on Deltarune. Despite it being at the halfway point.
I am still planning to wait because I just know that otherwise I'm gonna like get to where this ends, and then I'll wait, and then the next one will come out, the next chapter will come out, and I'll have forgotten what happened, and...
I will say, it says the next chapter is supposed to be next year, but...
Yeah, I'm planning to wait, and I think it's a case of, like, it's gonna be worth the wait. To wait that long and be able to go through it all at once.
I'm still so excited to do all the voices for that game.
Well, just don't get caught up in a scandal before then, so I have to kick you off the channel, and we'll be fine!
I don't do anything, I'm boring.
Rhino, you have the most quotes in the quote bot!
Shrug.
I'm tempted to add that as a quote. I don't do anything. I'm boring. Yeah, see, you are literally putting children against war veterans. All right. Tomorrow, currently there is nothing planned to happen. We'll see if something happens. We'll see if we end up doing Stardew or something just for the heck of it. Thursday, we are doing Stardew, and then Friday we are starting Pokemon Too Many Types.
The original, I think we decided.
Yeah, we're doing the original, and then we'll still do the second one whenever it comes out. So. Well, that was yesterday, quote. Yes, it was. If you want to prevent repeats, just do exclamation mark, quote, and then like, and then like a number, because then it will be that number, and you can make sure you don't do a number that's already happened. For example, 9. Quote 1. All right, I'm naked and on fire. We need to play this again. We need to go back to the daily life of Lou Piccolo. All right. That's going to end this off. Good quote, 10 out of 10. That's going to end this off. We'll probably be back with Case 4 We'll probably start Case 4 next week, I would think.
If you want.
Yeah, we'll probably start it like next week on like Thursday or Friday. But until then, wait, hang on.
No. Not anymore. I'm so tired of this song.
You can never escape it!
No.
It's here forever! I'm gonna put it on my soundboard!
So are the imperfections in the background version too?
Listen carefully, can we hear a gunshot? I don't know. Farewell, everyone!